What's up, guys? I think we're live. YouTube is giving me some weird information here. Are we live, guys? Are we live? How's everybody doing if we're live? Oh, not again, man. What's up, Demonix? Xerex, Papa Panda, Brandizzle, Eternal, Kangwen, Dolphin, how you guys doing? Alright guys, we're going to try it again because I'm a glutton for punishment. Could the third time be the charm, or is it going to be just as bad as the first two? Yeah, it's just as bad as the first two. Okay. V8 not promoting these streams or any others ever again. Doing pretty well, Xerex. How you doing, man? Bro, quad roll. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. What's up, Roger? How you doing, man? Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's going to get poured out, as will the rest of them. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, let's just get rid of these V8s now. What's up, Sudi? How you doing? Alright. V8s have 0 remaining. What's up, Sim? How's it going, man? Good to see you making it. So guys, check it out. I want to show you if you, I know it's kind of small, but if you can see, I've got Trikaru built up on Mini-Me. I just want to show you guys something here. We have 241 runes total, 394 runes total on the account, guys. 394 total runes on the account. And I have got a 1-minute Trikaru and a BJR5 team running on this account. Yeah, Eternal, actually, we can do a few replays to start off. Let me turn on the command, because I haven't been letting you guys do it very often lately, but I think tonight's stream is a little bit more conducive to it. I got mad skills, Vlad. I know what I'm doing. Water Dragon, Water Fairy King, or Wind Panda? Wind Panda, easy. Easy, easy, easy choice right there. Wind Panda all day long. Yeah, Sam, I understand. There's no way you'd be able to see it if I wasn't talking about the game client. Yeah, so we're using 3 sets of Determination runes. I actually got one of them on Rage, but the Rage stats are pretty mediocre for right now. Only 39 crit rate. So this guy is the one that I'll be able to upgrade down the road. Like, now that I'm actually able to farm Necro, because I really couldn't farm Necro for anything before. Now that I'm able to farm Necro, I should be able to upgrade him pretty effectively, and then speed the team up as well. Now, the one thing I will say is this account had 0 runes. Oh, that's right. Shacky's there. My bad. So the one thing I will say is this account had 0 freaking runes, but it did have a max defense tower. That's obviously a big advantage. And then, of course, I've been farming BJR5 with the main all this time. So, you know, I was able to gem and grind the runes appropriately. But here's the, this is the Rage one right here. He's just Rage broken. The 39 crit rate is no bueno. This one, I believe he is, let's see, so we're Guard, Determination, broken on this one. He's actually got pretty good stats, like really good attack. All of them are fast enough as well if I ever wanted to try and run the Necro team with Lucian. They're all currently over that 153 benchmark. This one is the Double Determination Destroy. Now I will say this rune right here I was very lucky to get. Or was it this one? One of these 2 runes I was really lucky to get because I actually gambled and bought a rune from the ancient coin shop and landed a defense % rune. That was a big key to being able to make this team. Okay, Eternal. You should be able to use it now. What's up, Fatal Error? Shmoo, how you guys doing? Roger, congrats on those 3, man. That's awesome, bro. They're all good monsters. Fang is by far the best, but they're all really good monsters. If I had Yun Hong, how would I rune her? So, Calvin, anytime you don't have a monster and you've never used one, you're usually not the best person to give advice on that monster. I've never used Yun Hong. Me personally, if I had Yun Hong, I would go Violent Will, but I'm a turn 2 player. I'm not as concerned with speed. A lot of people will also put Yun Hong on Swift, and they're quite happy with that. So it really depends on your gameplay. I think she's a flexible monster that can be ruined a few different ways. But me personally, she would fit my style a lot more as a turn 2. Roger, happy birthday in advance, bro. Oh, I was about to say congrats. I mean, the one thing is, Fatal Error, at least with the Bulwark, you can use a second one unskilled, and he is a really, really good monster. So it's not like the worst dupe in the world to pull. I did build a second one too. I mean, I don't use my second one that often, but it is good to have it. Sim, I'd give you both my Bulwarks for your Fang, and it would be my 3rd Fang. Actually, no, I don't think I would give both of them for a 3rd. I wouldn't give both of them for a 3rd. I take it back. Sim, I got a Fang team for you, man. So Eternal, you can share on 8895. Sim, I'm gonna show you. I've been using this Fang team for a little while. This one might work for you. Oh, actually, you got Fangvela Tyrannus now, so you don't need it. Yeah, you got Fangvela Tyrannus now. But even so, we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll do a quick Guild War since we loaded up in here. I have a feeling Shaki might hang out with us for a while tonight. She's having a rough day on her hip, so I think she wants to be close. Where are you at? There you are. Actually, I'm going to stop selling runes. I'll just let them pile up and sell them tomorrow. How do I ruin my Dark Demon? So Demonics, I only use him in RTA. In RTA, I put him on Violent Will, but I don't feel like he's very good outside of RTA. You would proc, man. You would proc and steal my collie from me. Bro, you're 3 of 5, man? That's pretty good. Vinicus, yes, that is still a good offense. It's a little bit more limited than it used to be. You wouldn't be able to, for example, make Guardian on only that offense. But you could definitely move up further into the Conqueror ranks with it. And as long as it's just one of several offenses, I think you'll do pretty well with it. Wait, Samonth Galleon. I'm sorry, no. Hold up. Samonth Galleon. Tiana Zyros. I read that pretty quickly. No, I would. I probably would use it as a turn 2. So the one I use is Zyros, Galleon, Tiana, Poseidon. I think if you're running it with Samantha, you might struggle to get enough damage. I mean, it's still usable, certainly, but I think you're probably going to struggle. I think you're probably going to struggle to get enough damage if you're running it with the Samantha. Yeah, let's just do that. What's up, Keegnar? How you doing, man? So Daniel, I don't have much experience using Ophelia. Generally speaking, I think you just want her Violent Will and like super fast on max resistance and lots of HP. She's actually pretty stat hungry to shine, I think. But I've never really used her much, so kind of like the question with the Unhung. If it's a monster you haven't used, you're usually not the best person to give advice on it. Yeah, Keegnar, I'm glad you're able to make it back, man. Has it already been a couple of weeks? We were all really sorry to hear that, though, bro. So B-Marsh, if you go into our Discord server, there's a chart in the channel, useful links, that will show you exactly how much defense you need based on the number of towers and the number of determination sets you have. So it's a good sliding scale. You know what? This is not the best comp here, but I think I can get away with it. Can I get away with this? I think I can get away with this. Okay. I think I can get away with that. And for the top, we haven't done a Mimir spotlight in ages. Let's go with the Mimir on top, just so we're doing something a little bit different. Really, Sim? Because I tried a bunch of AOs with Chung, and even my unskilled Zyros, I still like him so much more than a skilled up Chung. Situationally, of course. I mean, you use them in different types of situations, right? But I feel like I've usually got much better options than Chung in the situations where Chung would work, but there's almost never a better option than Zyros against, like, Triana Vanessa. Vinicus, I do not think Savannah's the best option for RTA. For arena offense. She's pretty RNG based. You can use her. I've tested Savannah a little bit on arena offense, but she's just not going to give you the consistency that you need in order to try to make top ranks. Because all she has to do is just derp one time, and if that one time happens to be like 2 minutes before the end of rush, it's gonna cost you your rank entirely. Poseidon's just going to be way more consistent for you in general. No investment discussions yet today, Hotshot, no. Hey Keegnar, thanks for stopping in, bro. I hope things continue to turn up better for you a little bit. Brand Dizzle with the super chat says, little late, but better than never. Let's get this party started. Bro, Brand Dizzle, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Also, I saw your message about Grape Nos. I was rambling on about something else. I haven't done a grocery order yet because I had ordered so many energy drinks last time, but I am definitely going to be trying it on my next grocery order. I just haven't had a delivery done yet. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Alright, let's see. How fast do we think that Rahul is? See, the thing is here... Oh, I don't want to just keep using the same teams over and over. I want to do something more interesting. You know, he's not ruined yet. Okay. So... that's a little too risky. That's a little too risky. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Actually, here, we can go back to the Guild War. We're gonna do some replays for... We're gonna do... yeah, we're gonna do some replays on stream as well, so... let me show you the oh, I just gotta show this one off again. Actually, so last week... Oh, I guess last week was down. The week before, it was 65% defense rate. This week, we're doing well again. I don't even use wings, guys. I'm just like holding defense now on defense, and this defense isn't even like speed tuned or anything. But yeah, so to show you the Poseidon, there you go. I actually had used this was the last team I used. So here's the Poseidon. Interesting fact about Poseidon, he's on a slot 4 attack, and that's good enough. It does. That was actually the highest damage build that I had available to me. Was oddly enough using a slot 4 attack. And this looks like it should be a pretty good team to actually take this in against. So we go Tiana, Galleon. Ooh, let's pull back the Juno. Take the Zyros. And then that should be GG, right? Oh, man. Okay. If you insist, we'll play a little bit more. Dude, that Xing Zhe is like a pain. Alright, here we go. I think it was the Galleon proc that kind of messed me up. That threw everything off. Let's see. Can we use it here? Probably not. Not there. Not there. Definitely we could use it there. Okay, I think we can use it here. So, here is the Zyros stats, guys. You can see unskilled, swift runes. We're not rocking the greatest Zyros on the server. Definitely not rocking a top 10 Zyros. I can promise you that. Here is the crit. Here is the Triana. So ridiculously low crit rate, but we do have pretty good overall stats. Just the crit rate is stupid low, and then she's kind of slow also. Also unskilled, by the way. Also unskilled. So again, we're not rocking my top rune sets here, guys. We are not rocking the top rune sets. Violent Will Galleon. He's on straight up leftover runes. This is the only place I use him whatsoever. So and then we got Poseidon on a slot 4 attack. He's actually on speed, attack. So again, just not like premium OP runes right here, guys. Very, very much achievable runes, I think, for most people on stream. Oh, that was a fast Molong. I might be able to use Chung in this place. Poseidon replacement ideas. Tyron. Probably use Tyron there, Eternal. You just have to deal with the glancing is the problem. He is going to glance on occasion where Poseidon won't, but he has the same effects otherwise. So let's try this with Chung. I don't see... I'll show you my Chung runes. He's actually probably runed better than Poseidon is. So here's the Chung. 259 Violent Will. We're also max skilled. He's a little bit tankier, so he won't have quite the same level of damage. Yu Guang, yeah, Shield would probably be better. But this team just was never really a priority team for me. I don't do much arena. Okay, so he is too fast. That's unfortunate. He is too fast. Yeah, this wasn't really a very fair evaluation considering the speed difference, but to me, he's still just not really at nearly as good as Poseidon. For this team, there's other teams where Chung shines. Again, so I'm not saying like Chung is not good. I'm saying for the Zyros team, just at least for me, he just doesn't work quite as well. She back? She might be back. All right, sounds good, Eternal. Yeah, Poseidon's fun, man. He's amazing in TOA also. Wow, this is a long fight. This is a pathetically long fight. Oh man, rip. Let's just auto. I don't even care if I win or lose, so why am I wasting time? Oh, come on, Tiana! Oh, man. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end, guys. It's never gonna end. Alright, I'm bored. Now, let's try the same thing with Poseidon. And keep in mind, guys, my speed tuning was bad there. Also, the Chung was too fast. Just to be completely fair, you know, that's not the greatest comparison when your speed tuning is off. That's rollable for that account, and that's rollable for that account. Huh. Might be just as bad, man. Geldnir OP. Geldnir OP, guys. Geldnir OP. Alright, Geldnir definitely OP. Alright, that's boring. Of course, we could always just do this. Oh, you know what? That, yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, so Eternal, I think the first available stream is like in June. Mid-June, I think. I looked at it after I messaged you the other day, and then I didn't get to give you a date, but I'm pretty sure it's mid-June. Man, I don't think I would mess with this team during Rush. I don't know, Eternal. Look at this, bro. Tell me how often you think this person gets attacked, man. This was my primary AO, and it still took this long. But I still think Geldner is super underrated also. Samant, Chung. Yeah, see, my problem with Chung Sim is basically the same problem I have with Savannah, but worse. In the case of Chung, it's not 100% activation rate, so he doesn't guarantee you to either strip or defense break, and all it takes is like one miss at the wrong time to just completely mess you up. That's why I don't really use him much on any offense. He's a great RTA unit, and he's pretty good for just like, I don't know, he's okay for like Guild War and Siege defense. He's a great RTA unit, but I just don't like anything that doesn't have reliable activation rates on offense. Oh yeah, that's true, Hotshot. Yeah, the dot team would probably wreck Geldner's for sure. Gotcha, yeah, so then if it's for pushback, then it's the same thing. I like the Sayadin more because he can't glance. But, I mean, it's a preference thing at that point, I'm sure. Man, without the cocky, I'm not sure I can kill this Camilla, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I can kill this Camilla without the cocky. Let's like glance and defense break, yeah. You could just craft like 50 runes and make Space Eternal. What's up, Isaac? How you doing, man? Alright, Eternal. This is the last one. We're gonna go ahead and do your replay after this. See, Sim, that was a perfect example right there, by the way. Ryu missed the strip on the Rika, and then this time the Belinus missed the defense break on the Rika, and that's what caused me the loss, and that all comes back down again to just an unreliable activation rate. In this case, the Ryu is a better balance because I use them so I can't get cut if I get outsped, but... Sudi, yeah, I think I'll do, what time is it? 6:50? Yeah, we'll do 15 minutes of replays, and then we're going to switch over to reapps. So, guys, if you want to redeem replays, I'll take replays for about 15 minutes since I haven't done it much on recent streams. And Sim, yeah, if I kept in bear form, it would probably work. It just takes too long, man. Like, I have I don't really care if I win or lose an arena, so I don't really pay much attention. If I were doing like an arena rush, I probably wouldn't have brought that team in. I wouldn't have fought that team at all if I was doing an arena rush. But I wouldn't have used double fire against it if I was. Alright guys, so here we go. We have a replay from Eternal Dark. Thank you for resharing that, bro. I appreciate it. Congrats on making C1 as well. So we're doing a Conqueror 1. This is the obligatory kinky replay from every stream on behalf of Eternal. Perfect timing because we have 69 viewers as we do a kinky replay. So, here we go, guys. The opponent first picks Praha, something I haven't seen a lot of this season, but very interesting first pick here. Now, Eternal comes back with, shocker guys, Ciara and Ganny. Who would have ever expected that of Eternal? So he comes back with the Ciara and the Ganny to counter the Praha. The Eternal opponent. The opponent comes back with Leo Molly. Now, personally, I don't really love the Molly pick right here. I think it's a little bit too early. Eternal could have easily pivoted into something with more damage, and then just brought out a Vertihile, which he does. And you put yourself in a really bad spot. So you never really want to you never want to early pick Leo unless you're picking Vertihile or Ragdoll with him anyway. But if you are gonna early pick Leo, then bring some sort of damage threat with it. The Praha Molly combination just isn't really doing much for you there. So Eternal comes back with the Volantis and the Vertihile. Now, at this point, Eternal, as much as I know you love your Volantis, I am going to say he hasn't given you anything to actually strip. So I don't know if I would have forced out the Volantis right here either. I probably would have saved my Volantis for last pick. I think you actually would have been okay to bring the Kinky here. You already took the Ciara, which is the main threat against Kinky. If he does draft a Rika or something like that, you can draft Immunity, get a Force Ban, and get the exact comp you want. And if he doesn't draft a Rika, then you're just free rolling, right? So yeah, I definitely 100% would have drafted the Vertihile there. You'd be crazy not to draft Vert into the Leo, but I probably would have done the Kinky before the Volantis, since you don't know if you actually need to strip anything yet. Now, the opponent comes out with the Fang and the Juno. So presumably this Fang is intended to counter the Kinky, and the Juno is intended to counter nothing. The Juno is just like probably in his best runes because there's nothing to strip over there. There's only one AoE, so yeah. I don't know. I think the Juno's just got good runes, and that's why he's picking it. I guess, maybe, sort of. I don't know. But that's what he picks. So he brings the Fang, he brings the Juno. The Fang is actually going to be pretty good against a lot of the units that you have going out there because you don't have much sustain. Yeah, Sim. Juno and Volantis are going to get kinky. That's what's going on here. But yeah, so, you know, I wouldn't call either of them a dead pick because they both do things that are good, right? These are not like completely dead picks. Like if somebody picked a Tiana here, that would be a dead pick. The Juno does good things, the Volantis does good things, but the Juno doesn't do as many good things against Eternal's team at this point. And the Volantis was just early. That's it. So anyway, there you have it, guys. From looking at this, if I was Eternal's opponent, this is very straightforward. You ban either Ciara or Kinky, but I would be leaning towards banning the Kinky because that Fang alone is not enough to deal with the Kinky. I would just deal with the Ciara. You've got plenty of heal, you've got plenty of shielding, no immunity, but you know that Fang can take out the Ciara really quickly. You take Kinky's, you take Eternal's best hit. Worst case scenario, maybe the Ciara bombs out your Fang, maybe, but I don't think that's likely if the Fang is run properly because there's no attack buff over here. So worst case scenario, the Fang gets low on HP and then you just heal it up with your Molly and your Praha. On Eternal's side, to me the ban right here is clearly the Fang. Same thing, the Praha doesn't, I mean the Praha gives him some heal and some sleep and all that, but you're banking on those Kinky revenges. You've also got the reset from the Ganny, and you can fairly safely assume, or at least expect, maybe not assume, but you can expect the Kinky or the Ciara is going to be the ban, which means you're getting that Ganny through. So yeah, I'd be looking at banning the Fang, and then if I were him, I'd be looking at banning the Kinky, maybe banning the Ciara. So we get the Ciara and the Molly ban. Yeah, now, I don't know. Did you just revenge on that Leo, bro? Whoa, we're in fast speed here. I'll replay it. You paid the 3,000 points. We'll go slow speed, but yeah, so I don't know your experiences with Molly. I don't know if maybe Molly counters Kinky more than I'm thinking, but generally speaking, Molly is not much of a threat. I mean, she just doesn't do all that much as long as you have enough damage, right? In this case, you did have enough damage because you had either the Ciara or the Kinky getting through, so I would have personally let the Molly through. I mean, Fang is going to give 15% healing AoE per turn compared to Molly giving 20% to a single target per turn. Like, Fang actually heals more than Molly, and Praha heals more than Molly, so if you were afraid of the healing, then your ban is going to be either Fang or Praha, but Molly doesn't do any offense. She doesn't do anything. Praha's an AoE strip compared to Molly's single target strip. Fang is a defense break compared to Molly not. So Molly is probably the only thing, like Molly is the least bannable unit on this team. I'd even ban the Liho before the Molly, and you have Vertihile. But there's a small chance that he bans the Vertihile, in which case if you ban the Leo, they kind of cancel each other out. Alright, so Leo goes into Volantis, and the revenge stun, bro, is just funny. So, super squishy Volantis, he took half your health, but apparently you have got some sort of, like, revenge will broken, or double, I don't know, double revenge will, something like that on the Volantis. Okay, let the turn cycling begin. Unfortunately, having transitioned into bear form already, that Fang is going to get the defense break right there. Okay, right there. You ventilated a Volantis that's dead. So you'd have been much better off resetting the Praha with the Gani skill 3. Or if nothing else, just ventilate Kinky or hold the ventilate. But the Volantis was never going to take another turn, so that was a wasted turn with Gani. Okay, nice revenge right there. We get the defense break on the Fang. Here comes... Okay, we got some decent damage on the Fang, and we got the reset. With that turn cycling, that should be a dead Fang, unless the Juno is able to heal him a little too much. Oh, Juno gets a little bit of a heal out, but we're still good at this point. Man, that Verd, it just keeps countering the Praha, but then doesn't actually crit because of the water attribute. Okay, we got nice damage again from the Kinky, getting up that, that Endure as well. That looks like a dead Gani right here. Double counter on the Praha. That was just filthy. That is... Oh, why didn't you take out the Praha right there? Oh, never mind, because you had the turn cycle from the Verd. Okay, yeah, that was the correct play. But you just kept leaving the Praha alone. That was a lucky resistance by the Kinky. First rule of RTA, bro, always take the kill. First rule of RTA, always take the kill when you've got a kill lined up. That was a dead Praha for a very long time. You passed, I think, 3 hits on her. So now we're looking at the Kinky solo, guys, but we never actually had to have a Kinky solo. If you kill the Praha, then the Kinky Verd would have killed Juno a while back. And that Endure! Kinky winning off the Endure as well. What's up, Michael, by the way? How you doing, man? Sim, just read your message, Sim. 25 minutes Fang versus Molly. Ah, man, you don't have any damage on your Fang then, do you? Yeah, so, bro, how did you not think Volantis was dead yet? He was defense broken with 20% health, and the Leo almost killed him with... Like, I know we all know you have an allergy to defense, and it was very evident there. I mean, when the Leo took down your 50% of your Volantis' health while he still had immunity up, just saying here. Dude, even any monster on that team would have killed the Volantis. He was 1 hit from dead. Eternal, so going back to first rule of RTA is take the kill. They're not going to shift focus. When they're 1 hit away from killing your monster, they're definitely not going to let that monster through. What happens, like, let's go back to that replay, right? Let's say he does shift his focus off of the Volantis, and then Volantis gets another turn, stuns one of the enemies, because he's already shown he can stun, and then procs or something, and then... I mean, well, I mean, it was clear he was on Will and Revenge, so he couldn't proc, but he still could have gotten a stun. So why risk? That's like a double, you know, that's a double turn right there. Like if Volantis gets another turn and stuns the enemy, you're gaining 2 turns basically. So yeah, of course they're gonna take the kill. 9 the number. I'm new and have a bit of interesting problem. Too many experience boosters, so that I feel like I should use them all, but rune farming would be better. So 9 the number. Yeah, so I would say as long as you always keep 1 double EXP, I wouldn't worry about the rest of them at all. One thing you can do, I think I've got a bunch right now also. So what I usually do is when my dimensional crystals get full, like, you know, these guys, when these guys get full, I'll go pop my extra double EXP boosters and I'll just use up the dimensional crystals so that I'm soaking up lots of EXP, but I won't worry about 6-starring something. And when then I'm down to just 1 double EXP, then I'll go 6-star something so it refreshes and it's there for another week. Or even like right now, I saved one of these so I can let all my double EXPs go because I know that I can buy this at any time. So just generally speaking, as long as you can get another double EXP, I wouldn't worry about any of the extra ones. Just make sure you always have 1 available. Danny, Lucas needs 55 crit rate if he's attacking dark monsters or 70 crit rate if he is attacking anybody else because he's got 30 crit rate on his passive. And Sudi, can you confirm that you're Dargan, bro? Jolo, one of them rolled like crap and is just sitting on a monster that will never get used now. The other one rolled pretty well and it wound up being 24 crit rate, 24 speed, slot 4 crit rate. Alright guys, so we have got a replay from Sudi here. So we've got Challenger 3 against Fighter 1. Sudi did not do the analysis, just the replay, so I'll do my best to keep up. But the speed of this makes it hard to keep up. So, 9X opens up with Tiana. Sudi is challenging the strip with Chung and Poseidon. 9X still showing cleave, but then oddly enough brings out the Wusa. Sudi comes back with Fire Ryu and the Triton, leaving the 33 speed lead for 9X. No will runes evident on either side, and 9X's speed tuning is off, forcing him to skill 1 with the Chiwu so that the Tiana can attack boost. We got some serious revenge action from the Fire Ryu, doing big damage and a brand on that Savannah. Fire Ryu working on the Tiana now. Okay, we got the strip from the Triton. That is a completely wasted Chiwu skill, but we miss the strip on the Savannah, and that is a dead Poseidon as a result. Guys, we are looking at Fire Ryu against the world here. Triton is almost dead. There's still a live Vanessa over there. Let's not forget, guys. This is effectively a 5-on-1 match right here. That's a... Oh, not quite yet. Now it's a dead Triton. This is a 5-on-1 match. So the Fire Ryu goes into the Vanessa, gives a little bit of attack break. Now, I'm guessing this Fire Ryu is on max resistance as well. Oh, that's some big damage into the Savannah, but can he kill? Can he kill the Vanessa in time, or are we going to see a full Savannah resurrect back on the Beast? Okay, the counter into the Vanessa helps quite a bit right there. We've got immunity back up from the Wusa. No more brands. Oh, too much damage. Savannah is back on the Beast, guys. It became a 6-on-1. However, that is a dead Tiana. That is a dismounted Savannah. This Fire Ryu has not taken any damage at all, guys. He hits hard, but he cannot be hit. Vanessa's about to go down, but not before the Savannah is dead. Guys, not only was that a 1v6 Fire Ryu, but he probably could have gone 1v12. Very nice. Very nice match there, Sudi. Making everybody want Fire Ryu, including me. Fire Ryu, super OP. Fire Ryu, triple S or quadruple S, somewhere in that range. What's up, Ace, by the way? I saw you take a replay. Were you doing a... Okay, so Ace is doing a standard replay. So let's see. We've got a replay here from Ace. We've got G1 versus G3, guys. Ace versus SWC Valipity. Alright, Ace coming out with first pick Ganymede. Now, you guys know that's a disgustingly fast Ganny. Anybody who knows Ace also knows it's a disgustingly fast Ganny, but does an SWC player know Ace? We don't know. Velipity coming back with Water Ryu Oki, just going meta. Ace dropping out his brand new toy, Barbara, along with the 33 lead, following up with the 19 lead Gemini and the Monkey. Alright, Ace taking first turn, gets the crit on the Oki. That's going to give some big attack bar boost. Holds with the Gemini, very smart play. Holds with the Gemini, gets the stun with the Shihu, preventing Water Ryu from cutting. Big damage coming out from the Shihu. And that's a dead Oki right there. That is a defense broken Barbara. We've already seen the reset. The ventilate on the Shihu goes into the Water Ryu. Instead of going for the stun, he goes into the Water Ryu. Barbara goes with the skill 1 and then gets defense broken. Oh, procs the passive, but that is an over and over proc off the Gemini. Little bit of pushback from the Chiwu. Is it enough? It is not. Oh, the Savannah procs and does not go after the Barbara. Why does Savannah go after Gemini there? Only Velipity knows. That's almost a dead Ryu. That is a dead Gemini. That is definitely a dead Water Ryu. That is a dismounted Savannah. Okay, here it is, guys. Barbara versus Chiwu. Attack broken. Yeah, doesn't have enough damage on the attack break. Savannah cannot kill. Savannah cannot kill the Shihu. Shihu cannot stun anything. Attack break is gone, and the Barbara is able to take down the Chiwu, and then Barbara finishes off the Savannah. Ace, very nice replay, bro. Congrats on beating an SWC player with your brand new Barbara. Thoughts on a quick cleave meant to get RTA wings? Jin, Light Chun-Li, Gemini, Chris, and Escher. Michael, I don't know. The thing is, you only have one speed lead in there. Well, no, excuse me. You got the Gemini, yeah. So you got Jin and Gemini. So what happens if they ban the Gemini? Then you have no defense break. Yeah, so Michael, your problem here is going to be if they ban the Gemini, you have no defense break. And if they play fast as well, your Light Chun-Li is going to do basically no damage. So that's the real problem, because Light Chun-Li's damage only comes when you're... Because, I mean, like, if you look at your team right there, right, you have no attack buff. You will get the speed buff from the Escher, but you've got no attack buff, and if you also have no defense break, the Light Chun-Li is probably not going to kill anything. The damage from the Jin could be nice, the damage from the Chris could be nice, but it feels to me like that's a very counterable team, particularly if somebody pulls out a Leo. Because then if they pull out, like, let's say Leo plus Triple Revenge Vertihile, you're kind of, you got nothing to ban. Like, you're outplayed. But if you don't really care about wins and losses and you're just trying to rack up some points, you could probably run it out. And I'm sure it will win some, absolutely. So I don't think it's a bad team. If you're not, if you're fine with not having a lot of consistency, it could work. Alright, let's see. So we've got Vlad followed by Big Mac. And then I think we will probably make... So Big Mac is going to be the... Big Mac's going to be the last one. I'm going to turn off replays again. Because we are going to start reapps after this. So let's see. Set enabled. False. Wait. Enabled. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Cool, I can do that. There we go. Okay. Lightning Dragon, when you say shiny rune, if you mean ancient rune, yes, you can only get ancient gems and grinds from the dimensional hole. Normal gems and grinds are only for normal runes. Big Mac channel 8895, and then let's see, Vlad, did you? Yes, Vlad shared his as well. Vlad, you did an analysis, right? Yes, you and Big Mac both did analyses. Alright, so we've got Vlad in C1, beaten up on an F3. Vlad, you should feel bad showing off this, replay, man. I'm just saying. But so we've got Storny coming in, first pick in Vanessa, so a little bit off meta right here with that first pick Vanessa. We got the 33 lead. Vlad is going to contest speed despite the 33 lead, comes back with the Water Ryu and the Yogun, so going full on toxic. Storny comes out with the Savannah and the Shihu, so Storny is obviously somebody who watches Ace's streams, guys. Vlad coming back with Barbara and Ethna, so still only one speed lead at this point. Storny finally realizes that he just can't compete with Vlad. He pivots out and he goes to the Fang and the Fran. Now I'm actually supposed to be doing analyses here. I got into the calling thing. So let's see. I'm totally fine with the Water Ryu Yogan. This is like a standard open for you. The first pick, Vanessa, to me that sounds like somebody who's afraid of being cleave, not somebody who's contesting speed. So at this point, the only thing is you got to be a little bit wary about him moving into some sort of anti-cleave because he's shown that he's afraid to be cleaved. The Barbara and the Ethna right here. Barbara is fine. Barbara's a decent counter to Shihu. Ethna's also a decent counter to Shihu. The one thing that you're a little bit light on, well, you've got the Yogun. I don't know how your Yogun's ruined. You really haven't done anything all that much to deal with this Savannah over here. You have nothing defense scaling. You have no immunity. Presumably, you're just thinking if you take first turn, you can stun the Savannah with your Ethna, but it's only a one-turn stun. So at this point, I'd be a little bit concerned with Savannah. I'm not saying that's a bad draft. I'm just saying that's what I would have in my mind. Like, when I get to this point, you're almost committing to banning the Savannah through these 4 picks because you still need that second speed lead. If he brings out a second speed lead and he's got Shihu and Savannah here, you have to bring out a second speed lead or you're pretty much going to lose because you're playing all squishier monsters. I mean, you're contesting speed, so without a second speed lead, you're in trouble. And at that point, then it's really just a question of how do you deal with Savannah. So you've kind of given him a free roll to the end where, like, at this point, he can pick whatever he wants, and he knows that if he takes a second speed lead and then some sort of other threat, he can force that Savannah through. And he can also have his choice of bans on your side. So he does go with the Fang and the Fran, which means that you scared him off a little bit at that point. Fang is going to be really toxic to both your water monsters, also a little bit to the Ethna. Although the Ethna can steal the counterattack, the Fang can still, you have no immunity yet, so the Fang can still actually just revenge defense, break the Ethna. You coming back with the Chung right here is interesting to me. So this tells me right here that you're probably going to let the Fran through because you've got triple strip. And I'm thinking this means that you're committing to that Savannah ban, and you're just going with the fact that you've got a water and a fire stripper who can both get on the Fang, and you're willing to sacrifice one of them to strip the Fang. So at this point, I would still see the Savannah ban over here. On Storny's side, now you've gone triple strip, so there's not a lot of point in him banning any of the strippers here, right? So for him, the ban to me would be Ethna, because it's like... well, you could make a case the ban is Yogan also, because that's the attack buff, right? But there's really no value in either a Chung ban or a Water Ryu ban, because you're still going to be left with double strippers, and if he leaves either of them, he's going to get controlled either way. So I'd be looking at, if he's super tanky, then he might ban the Yogun and just try and take your best hit to the jaw. If he's not super tanky, then he might ban the Ethna and just see if, like, his Savannah can get a turn through a lucky resist or something. What's up, Shane? How you doing? Crit damage? Ah, rip. I need a crit damage one there. So we get the Water Ryu and the Vanessa bans, completely different than everything I had said to that point. Barbara takes first turn and no will runes, guys. Barbara is able to just wreck the Fran. We get the defense break from the Ethna, but Savannah cuts. Takes the attack bar from 3 of the enemy units. Oh, but the Chung gets the kill on the Fran. So, guys, there is no sustain. We get two stuns by the Xing Zhe, and then he takes out the Ethna, and then he turn cycles right back and dismounts that Barbara. We miss the scroll trap on the Fang, but we're able to strip the Xing Zhe right here and dismount the Savannah at the same time. Is Chung going to get a turn here? I didn't see the attack bars quickly enough. Yes, Chung gets a turn. That is a dead Savannah. That is a reset and a dead monkey. And now it is Fang against the world, guys. What can we do with Yogun and Chung versus Fang? Okay, so that was just for turn cycling. That's a nice proc, man. Yogun all the way, turn cycles all the way through all his skills. Yogun adding glancing, Chung adding glancing, but takes a defense break in the process. And now we're just gonna skill 1 this Fang to death, guys. Oh, no proc from the Fang. That was huge because the Chung was able to reset the Fang. There's the, oh, no attack buff, my bad, no attack buff, but there is the kill right there. Fang is a deer in the headlights of Yogun. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, there's the turn cycle. I'm not sure why you needed to turn cycle. I would have probably just gone skill 1. But it didn't change anything, right? It was the exact same thing either way. But very nice, sir. Very nice. Rocking the Art Masters in the very nice transmogs as well. Nicely done, sir. Alright, how come this keeps pinging me? Okay, let's mute that out. Alright, and I think we have our last replay is Big Mac. So Book Junkie says event rune, slot 6, Vio HP, speed, defense, flat defense, crit rate, 1 off. Book Junkie, that's a little hard to read. I'm sorry, I couldn't completely understand what you were saying there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly which stats you meant because you wrote defense twice in a row. Alright guys, Big Mac, you did the analysis one, or the... Yeah, Big Mac did the analysis one as well. Let's go ahead and we can do that stuff later. Alright guys, so here we go with the Big Mac replay. We are back in C1, guys. We are Big Mac versus Shamir. Okay, so if you've got a defense percent rune, and then you've got flat defense and crit rate, I don't know, Book Junkie, what do you have, like 15 days left? I'd probably keep rolling, personally. Yeah, see, that's what it's because you're saying defense percent is not maxed, but it's a defense percent rune. I think maybe you mean flat defense is not maxed. Unless you're trying to get flat defense on it. But generally speaking, I'd probably rather have speed, defense, and attack on it. Because if you roll into that flat defense, like once you take the rune, if you roll into that flat defense, you're going to lose an entire roll, basically. Or most of a roll. So yeah, I'd probably try and wait until I had percentage-based stats. Even if you don't want attack on there, then I would go for accuracy and crit rate, probably. Or, yeah, accuracy and crit rate. Oh, it's an HP rune. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of hard with questions like that are kind of hard to get through text on stream. So if it's an HP rune and you have max speed and you're one off on the defense percent, then both of those are fine. I don't love the flat defense and the crit rate. Like if it was speed, defense, attack, flat defense, I'd be more okay with it. But yeah, I mean, I think you got 2 weeks left. I'd probably roll a little bit more. It's not the worst rune in the world to take the way it is. I'm okay with it missing one off the max defense percent. I just don't love the flat defense there. Okay, did I miss anything else? I think I'm all caught up on chat, right? So we've got Big Mac versus Shamir. Big Mac opening up with the Yogan, guys. The new meta Yogan right here. Shamir coming back with the Chiwu Savannah, so we do have a speed contest in the making, guys. Big Mac comes out with the Water Ryu, largely neutralizing that Chiwu, along with the Ganymede, presumably a Swift Gany here as well. Shamir realizes immediately that he's made a mistake, pivots right off to Fang and Heigang. Very interesting counter here. I don't know about this Fang as much right now. The Heigang is obviously a great counter. But yeah, I mean, I presumably he's gonna like try and cut with the Fang passive, but that's gotta be a crazy fast Fang if that's what he's trying to do. Fang is a much better counter to his own Savannah than specifically to your team. So, Big Mac comes back with the Helena because we knew Helena was going to be in this replay. And actually, that Fang really sets up perfectly for your Helena as well. I really like the Helena pick here, not just because you normally play her, but she counters his team very effectively. And then dropping in the Chung as well. So the one thing we can see right here is you do only have one speed lead. So that kind of still puts you in a situation where you're going to have to ban this Chiwu, because if he comes out with a second speed lead, he does have double strip between the Heigang and the Chiwu, and he does have that Savannah. You've got nothing defense-based. So at this point, you have mostly committed to banning the Chiwu. And then he comes out with the Beta. Now, the Beta is actually okay here because you're going to have double strip at a minimum. I am thinking that your opponent is probably going to ban the Chung or the Yogun right here. If I were him, I would actually be banning the Helena because then you'd be very light on damage. And if he reads it correctly, he can tell that you're going to have to ban the Chiwu. That's going to allow him to have that Beta Fang combination, which could probably win 2v4 if he just bans out the Helena. But we know he did not ban out the Helena simply because we're looking at this replay. And this is going to be a Helena replay. So I would assume that he bans out the Chung, the Yogun most likely to probably get rid of the attack buffs and stuff. Yeah, that'd be my guess, is that he bans out this Yogun. Yeah, because he's not going to contest speed. If the Chiwu is gone, unless that's a Swift Heigang, which I really, really doubt, it should be a Despair Heigang. So if he assumes the Chiwu is going to be banned, he doesn't outspeed you, even if he bans this Water Ryu. So there's just not enough value in banning the Water Ryu. So it's got to be the Yogun. But just to be clear, if he bans the Helena, I think he wins. I think the Beta Fang could two-man the rest of the team with the Helena gone. So he does ban the Water Ryu, and you do ban the Fang. Okay. Wow. Gets outsped. No resistances. That Savannah's about to go ham, guys. That Savannah's going to go ham here. I think we're looking at a Helena solo, actually. Okay, we get glancing everywhere from the Heigang, and then the Heigang passive pushing the Chiwu back up. Savannah pushing everybody down. Wow, this is like, okay, speed tuning, guys. Everybody taking turns. We have a lack of speed tuning on both sides here. Although the Heigang does kind of mess some things up, and the Savannah does too, so maybe it's not as bad as it looked. Alright, so we are doing some big damage into this Chiwu over here. We've got a Scroll Trap on the field already. Chiwu is gone. I think we got a reset right there. Either way, this Savannah is about to be dismounted right here, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we're looking at resets on both the Heigang and the Savannah. I did see one resistance in there, but I know there was at least one skill reset. And then Shamir just gives up against the OP Helena. Very nice replay, bro. Very nice replay, man. I get why you banned the Fang, by the way. I do get why you banned him. He looks scary right there. But, yeah, I think I probably banned the Chiwu because then I suspect that your opponent's going to have major speed tuning issues. The odds are that the Savannah is faster than the Heigang. Alright guys, quick shout out, by the way, we are 11 days away from the viewer RTA tournament. By the way, that has been increased to $360. I am working on the first draft, actually I'm working on the third draft of the rules right now. But what I am looking at doing is 3 RTA tournaments. We're going to do 1 Iron Man tournament and 2 off-meta tournaments. The Iron Man tournament will require you to pre-pick between 1 and 3 monsters that will be in your team throughout the entire tournament. The off-meta one is going to have 8 of the most meta monsters banned for everybody, so it's going to require you to be a little bit more creative. The 3 tournaments, we're going to have 2 tournaments that will go from Fighter 3 to Conqueror 2. With some staged handicap or scaled handicaps, and then we'll have 1 tournament that goes from C3 to G2. G3s need not apply, guys. I think that would there's just no way to handicap really the G3s. Gonna be honestly kind of tough to handicap G2s, but C3s do match up with G2s and RTA and do win. So we are gonna be looking at I believe it's $70 in prizes, so it's a $50 pack for first place and a $20 pack for second place in each tournament. Entrants will be drawn randomly on stream, and then there's going to be a total of $360 given out throughout the day. So it's $150 in packs will be given to viewers on stream as well. Vlad, I don't think we have any G3s who frequent the streams anyway. But the problem with that, Vlad, is no G3s are going to have Nat 2s ruined. So to do that kind of handicap, people would have to have advance notice. And I don't want to schedule anybody in because then if people don't show up, it messes up bracketing. I just want to pick everybody straight from stream so that we're able to keep pace on the stream. And if I do that, then people, you know, they just wouldn't have the stuff rune that's necessary. All right, let me just go to timer right here. Let's change this to $360. Yeah, so anytime I do handicaps, I count 2 A's as 4 stars. Jolo, so C3s are not that far off of G2s, but F3s are a mile off of C3s. There's no way that I would feel comfortable handicapping F3s against C3s without, like, making it too complicated to keep the pacing that I want on stream. Usama, it would be pretty tough. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's tough, but there will be handicaps. So, for example, in the Iron Man tournament, the F3s, the C2s would have to pick 3 monsters in advance, and they have to draft those 3 monsters every single time. The F3 would only have 1 monster they have to draft, so they have a lot more flexibility in their drafting. Vlad, C2 is pretty far from high F3. It's pretty close. Excuse me, it's pretty far from low F3. It's pretty close to high F3. But there's only so much we can do on stream, bro. It's really just, there's only so much that I'm able to do on stream when accounting for, like, the stream lag and stuff like that. Ganny is banned from all tournaments, Eternal. Book Junkie, so those rules get a little bit more complicated, and I'm still working on the exacts, but the gist of it will probably be that yeah, I'm still working on the specifics of that. I've got two possible ways I could go with that, so I won't have an answer for you until I post the rules on the website. Yeah, so Eternal, the 5 monsters that have been picked most this season are banned in all RTA tournaments. No, so Hathor is not. So it's just the 5. The whole point of this is, like, I want to try and make something that that is a little bit different than just doing the standard meta. So the top 5 picks from this tournament, I looked it up off of RTA picks. It's like Ganny, Yogan, Oki, Ciara, and one more. So those 5 are all banned in all tournaments. You go to RTA, there's a website, Alex, rtapicks.com or something like that. If you just Google Summoners War RTA picks, you can find it. Hey, so no, Molong was not in the top 5, but I will update the list on the day of. And if Molong were in the top 5, then he would be banned, yeah. So it's just going to be whichever 5 get picked the most are the ones that are banned. No, Book Junkie, Fran, Lauren, and Vertihile will have some restrictions on them. They're not completely banned, but they are going to have some restrictions. So those are the 8 monsters that'll be affected. Are the top 5 meta picks, and then the Fran, Lauren, and Vertihile. Well, the ones the top 5 meta picks are banned completely. Fran, Lauren, and Vertihile have some different restrictions. Vlad, you would be your current C1 rank. So Jolo, keep in mind, man, C3 to G2 is like 100-point difference, and if you think about, so if you think about it, imagine if G2 has to pick 3 known monsters in advance, and it can't be Oki and it can't be Ganny, and the C3 only has to pick 1 known monster in advance. That's a pretty equalizing thing. So ASO, those will all be posted on the website. I'm still tweaking some of the rules. Like I said, I'm still on a draft, so it's not completely done yet. I want to stay away from the specifics for now because those could change and just really talk more about the formats. Okay, I think that was it for the replays. We're going to switch over to Vlad's account now for the... let's see. I don't even know if I'll have a team fully built by then yet. But yeah, so Sim, the original idea was that the winners would fight me with a handicap and get to win an extra pack. As long as I have a team built, I'll probably still keep that in play. Oh, that is nice for the ult, man. That is really nice for the ult. Hell yeah, that could be a jackpot right there. That's also actually nice for the ult. I need to stop looking at these though, because it just eats up time on stream. I can sort all of those out later. Jolo, so people are going to be drawn by drawing on stream. So May 22nd is the stream. I'll have all the rules posted on my website and then on Discord this week. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're getting close on the rules. What's up, you know? Long time no see. Well, I've seen you in Discord, but long time no see on stream, bro. How you doing, man? No, Eternal, if you're playing to win a pack, you've got the handicap, bro, not me. Alright, guys. Vlad, are you ready for me to log into your account, bro? Yeah, so I will. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man? Oh, Vlad didn't answer, and I accidentally clicked OK, so hopefully you were ready, bro, because, sorry, man, I meant to just preload the info and wait for you to answer, and I accidentally logged in, so I think I might have just knocked you off. Alright, guys, so here we are on Vlad's account. Okay, cool. No, Eternal, like I said, that I want to stay out of the specifics for right now, bro. I'm still working out a lot of the specifics. I'll have all of that posted. Especially when we're on stream, if it's not something that I've put thought into and dedicated in advance, I don't want to be held to like what I say when my concentration is split between multiple stuff. And I also don't know if we have quite enough. So if we're looking at $210 in packs for the so the thing is, originally I was leaning towards doing two tournaments and then letting the winners fight for an extra pack. But I do want to be able to give out packs to people on stream too. So I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I'll have that all posted this week though. What's up, Armadillo? How you doing, man? Yeah, so the Water Demon, it's a gimmick team to put with Rune. Just be careful. The last couple of times I've used it, it hasn't worked. Artifacts have changed things up a lot. I'm not sure if it's still effective. I haven't, since Artifacts have come out, I'm 0-3 with that team. Before Artifacts, it was okay. But since Artifacts, I'm 0-3 with that team. So I'd be careful with it. Like, test it on some Gilby's defenses first. Alright, guys, so we are here on Vlad's account. What's up, Exodus? How you doing, man? Vlad wants us to take a look at the event rune. Yeah, since I don't have a Dark Frog Eternal, and I probably never will have a Dark Frog, I think I'm pretty safely able to say that that won't happen. 51 on the community button. Stress anyone. Oh, actually, Sim, it normally does me. Let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, there's no 51 there. What are you talking about? Oh, hold up. Oh, there we go. Wow, Vlad, man, clear that off. Wow, I wish I hadn't seen that, Sim. Thank you for that, man. I did not even see that, and now I can't unsee it. Thank you very much for that, bro. Really. Much obliged. Book Junkie, so there's actually information about that on my site. I'll give you a link here just a second. There you go, Book Junkie. You can check that page to see how you would set it up. Is Ken useful in RTA? So Francis, people tried him a little bit last season. He even made some appearances in G3 RTA. I always thought he wasn't like super great. He's not bad for sure. I think there's maybe some better options. I haven't seen him a whole lot really anywhere in the last month or so. I think people tried him a lot, and then after the Yogun buff, he fell back out of the meta. He's not completely gone, but he's low in the meta right now. With that said, a lot of it... Whoops. What did I just do? Okay. With that said, a lot of it really depends on what your alternatives are. Like if you don't have other strippers or you don't have certain meta strippers, he may still be one of your best options. It kind of depends on your overall box and how he fits into your box. Alright, so, wow, you got 3,800 seals on this already. He's not your only one, Lightning Dragon. I guarantee you have others. He's maybe the only one you're using, but I guarantee you've got monsters like Aquila. Alright, so right side, Will HP. This rune looks fine to me. I would, I mean, you've got time, so you don't have to rush out, and obviously it would be nice if the defense percent was 8, but if I had to take this right here, I'd be freaking stoked, man. This is OP, bro. This is OP. I mean, you're like 4% off of max rolls. You got the max speed. If the defense percent were 8, this would be like perfect, because the attack percent's not nearly as important. On this side, we got defense, HP, speed, and accuracy on a Vio 6. So obviously it would be better if this accuracy were crit rate. Because the worst case scenario here is if you land the accuracy, especially if it's a low roll, since it has a lower range of rolls. So right as I say that, of course, you said you're thinking the left side would work for Savannah. But honestly, man, I don't really want to be in a position where I'm rolling this one because, like, here's the thing. Accuracy is best if you can stack it up. Like, you want to get like 20 accuracy or 24 accuracy off of 1 or 2 runes instead of 8 accuracy off of each rune, because that accuracy is taking the spot of something that can be grinded. So on this left rune, you're already starting with 2 rolls into speed, and you're really not rooting for a roll into accuracy. And then if you do get a roll into accuracy, what happens if it's 4 accuracy and now you've got 10? So you've got 2 rolls that are making up less than 1 gem. I mean, with that said, this left rune is pretty awesome also. I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing if you take it. You know, if this is the best you get, I would be super happy with it. It's a really good rune, but just my preference would be to have crit rate over the accuracy here, because multiple rolls into crit rate are not really going to handicap you nearly as much as multiple low rolls into accuracy will. The right side rune though, this one's freaking awesome, man. I mean, this one's amazing. Plus, it's satanic, and there's something to be said for that. But yeah, I mean, this is like a nearly perfect rune. This is so hard to get. This is also a nearly perfect rune, just to be clear. This is like, they're both really good runes. I mean, it's obvious, like, you had patience, bro. You spent 3,800 seals on these things. I took both of mine before I hit 2,000. I wonder if you've done your blacksmith yet, too. You have not done your blacksmith yet, so yeah, keep in mind, let's see, what do you have left here? 18 days. You've still got plenty of time, but one thing you might consider doing is, and have you taken this stuff yet? Yeah, one thing you might consider doing is at least taking your ancient coins here, and then taking your blacksmith stuff, and probably, if you care about them, taking your rainbow mon. So that way you can better judge how much time you have and not run out of time at the end. And then I would just keep working on the left side rune, see if you can get crit rate to pop up, and then with like probably a week left, at least a week left, maybe 10 days left, you need to take one of those 2 runes so that you can make sure that you can get your 18 speed in time. And then once you get that 18 speed, you can kind of gauge how much time you have left on the other one. Let's see. Oh man, you're kind of lacking, bro. I think I'm at like almost. I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna have to start feeding my 3-star Rainbow Mon to 3-star Rainbow Mon, because I think we max out at 999. I'm getting pretty close to the 999. No, I'm at like 600 right now. I think maybe a little bit less, but now that I'm just doing BJR5 with the alt, I'm piling in like 50 to 100 a day. The alt also, guys. When it comes time to give this account away, which I'm probably gonna do on a member stream, just so you guys know, that was suggested to me today. But I think it's a really good idea as a way to thank the members. But when it's time to give this account away, this is gonna be like practically max. This is like just a few days of farming right here. Yeah, Sim, I've been doing that on XG. I'm going to have to soon. I got plenty of 3-star fodder, so I can probably make, like, I don't know, hundreds of 4-stars. Bro, congratulations, Navjeet. That's awesome, man. That is a really nice rune. Alright, guys, so we are going to start Vlad's re-apps. First, we're going to start Vlad's Trikaroo. Actually, let's do something slower. Hawkman, you need to spend hours summoning my unknown scrolls, bro. That's what you need to be doing. Alright, are you working on anything here? Or do you have... Yeah, I just want to do something that'll go slow, right? Let's do this. Let's see if we can boost your team here a little bit. Dincher with the super chat says, my internet is so bad I can't watch the stream but want to say hi, Matt. Hi, mate. Bro, that sucks about the internet, man. I wish you were able to hang out on stream, but thank you very much for the super chat, man. We do need to figure out a new reschedule for the Ragdoll Day. But Dincher, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, bro. Hopefully your internet cleans up and you're able to jump onto stream a little bit later. Who can do more damage? You can. Are you ruined? You are not ruined. Okay. Are you skilled? No, you're not skilled. Okay. What about... How are you ruined? Not skilled up. Okay. Bro, you gotta give the Ergar some love, man. He's OP. And guys, this looks like Eternal Dark Runed Ergar. Just saying, this looks like Eternal Dark Runed Ergar. But yeah, Ergar is OP in the he's not OP, but he's OP in the rifts. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this. This should work fine. The Bale should give you a little bit of extra love. No, you cannot, Lightning Dragon. You can only grind the percentage stats. Really? Really? You need me to do a freaking bot check? I haven't done a single thing on the account. You need me to do a bot check. Come on now. If the Perna's not ruined, it's actually not a bad thing anyway. It just stacks the Bale. Honestly, 2A Kali makes for a better front line there anyway. But if you need the Ergar... So, I mean, if you just wanted to do a quick swap, what I would do is put the 2A Kali in over the Perna and then put Ergar in over the Colleen. Sim with the super chat. Sim says, I have it on good authority that the trick to faster internet is to rig two 56K modems together. 14.4 doesn't cut it anymore, apparently. Bro, Sim, first of all, thank you very much for the super chat. And second, even though I know it's not a priority for you, I think there should be a shout out here because I just looked at the list today and Sim, you just moved up to number 3. So Sim, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for all the support over all the time on the channel. I really appreciate it, bro. Perna is actually ruined. No artifacts, but Perna is ruined. Also, I would finish Deviling or Fusion the Perna because the activation rate on the stuns can be really nice on the Perna. You're at work somewhere in the woods. Does your job involve corpses? Just asking. Alright guys, let's take a look at what we've got in terms of reapps here. Whoops, not challenges, reapps. Sim with the super chat, dropping the heart old school emoji, hand typed. Hand typed. Bro, thank you very much, Sim, man. I appreciate it. Seriously, man, I appreciate it, bro. Any tips how to speed up fusion for the water phoenix? Use dimensional crystals, lightning dragon. Use dimensional crystals. How will Tariq react to his number 2 donator spawn? Anger, rage, violence. Tariq's safe for a while. Tariq's safe for a while. Tariq and 8 voices are both actually safe for a while. Okay, so we are looking for swamp. That's what we're trying to do. We're going to pull up the swamp here, and we are going to take a look at what good targets we might have. Alright, so let's start off by saying we want 6-star legend runes, no ancients. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? Glad you're able to make it tonight. I don't know about that quite, Sim. I'm not gonna give numbers, but it's maybe not as far as you think. I would say you're about as far from Tariq is from 8 voices. Eternal Dark with the super chat says, like the stream if you have big P. Also, resistance is greater than defense, and remember, hashtag buffQ. Alright guys, so Eternal made 3 statements in there. I can absolutely agree with 2 of them. and I can absolutely convincingly disagree with the 3rd one, because I've been trying an all resistance team in RTA, and it does literally nothing. But Eternal, bro, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, bro. And guys, yeah, absolutely, as a quick reminder, if you are enjoying the stream, remember to smash that like button. The more likes we get, the bigger the stream will usually be, the more chat we have to interact with, and it helps us out quite a bit. Alright, let's see. We have 115 entries. You know what? I know I am going to do this a little different than I normally do. We're actually going to look at what is not plus 15 yet. Oh, probably want to narrow that down to Violent and Will. Okay, there's only one not plus 15. And it's actually on a monster. It's a slot 2 defense, so we can skip that one. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to come up here. We're going to look at the 12 to 15. We've got 39 possible entries. Let's start off by... Whoa, what was that? 112% efficiency. We're not doing that. Alright, let's look at the fastest runes. We're not doing 26 speed. We're not doing either of these 21 speeds. This rune, despite being 18 speed, is pretty terrible. ASO! I read Giu and ASO. ASO with the super chat says, hashtag buffQ, and also good luck, have fun. Choo choo! Also, dropping the jacket command says, the following presentation has been approved for mature audiences only. ASO, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it, man. And hopefully ASO will be joining the BJR5 club in about a week or 2. But thank you very much, man. Seriously. Alright guys, so we are looking for, we have about a little over 50 reapps, by the way. If you don't like the stream, still hit the like button because it's rude not to. Alright, Hawk, I'll agree with that. By the way, Hawk, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you much lately. Except just like when you randomly drop insults to me in guild chat. I mean, ASO, if I was able to get it on the alt, you can definitely get it, man. It just takes... Don't forget, you can grind lab every day also. I mean, as garbage as most of what lab drops is, as long as you do your 3 labyrinth runs every day, even if you just get some blue gems and grinds, you'd be good, man. What's up, Merrick? How you doing, man? Yeah, I know I would, Merrick. Alright, let's see. 20 speed, 10 accuracy, 6 crit rate. This rune is kind of eh. It's a good re-app target. It's fast, but it's got nothing else. Let's see. 18 speed. This rune is nice. So this one we're going to lock up. Eternal, actually, I can jump onto my account if you want to do some BJR5. Nelson, honestly, I don't know. I don't have Fermion. I've never used him. I would think reducing damage from wind, though, because wind's generally going to be a lot more common. Like, people will Lucian Fermion a lot, so I would probably go damage from wind. What is the best place to be farming for Trichor runes? So Book Junkie, you want to do a mixture. You want to farm the rifts a lot. So I farmed like, I just built Trichor on my alt that you can see up here, right? The alt has like literally just about no runes on the whole freaking account. So I farmed rifts really heavily for the last 2 weeks. I used all that stuff to build my homunculus at the same time and craft some determination runes. And I was able to build it with 3 determination sets. And then the other thing I did was farm, I farmed some Necro. So one of the Ikaru is in a Rage build, and then one is in Double Determination Broken, and the other is in Determination Guard Broken. However, I did have a big advantage in that this account does have a max defense tower. If you don't have a max defense tower, it's obviously going to be a little bit harder to build, but even so, I would split my time between Necro, because that's going to give you mana, because you're going to need 25 million mana to build the team. And you can do the Rage Karu easily enough, but I would split my time between Necro and the Rifts, and then also just make sure you have a few guard runes. Keep in mind, you can use like any guard defense % rune. It doesn't have to have good stats. So any guard defense % rune that's 6-star, and then for the determination runes, you want lots of slot 1s because they don't need a defense sub, or any, again, 6-star defense rune. The only 2 runes that actually need high defense subs are your 3 and your 5. So whatever set you're using, as long as you get high defense subs on the 3 and the 5, or even if you just go broken set, that's fine. And then you just focus on getting like a couple of guard defense % runes, or a couple of determination defense % runes, and then just like any random slot 1 plus the other defense % rune. Alright, is it just me, or is that bot timer going off pretty frequently? It seems like I might have it set too short. Let's see here. Yeah, 15 minutes is a little too short. Let's change that to 30. So UNES, they changed it in a recent update. Level 20 is the max now. They just doubled everybody's defense tower, or everybody's towers. Merrick, so you should be able to email comm to us and get that fixed, bro. Alright, guys, so let's see here. Let's set up a little bit of betting for you as well. I think we're going to do just the ongoing bets, guys. So, Book Junkie, yes, I did craft determination runes on the alt, absolutely. If you're building Trichor, it's totally worth it. And, hey, best time, like literally just as I looked up, I saw a new best time. Yeah, absolutely it's worth crafting determination runes, and then absolutely yes, it's worth farming at SS rank. Also, if you are building your BJR5, Belager is a cheat code for most of the rifts. Only water, obviously, he's no good in. But you can get your SS ranks for the most part with just like Belager, Rout, Crow, and Ergar, which are all free-to-play monsters. And then depending on your rune quality and stuff, you mix in 2 more monsters for the rifts. UNES, so you do have to raise it to level 20, but they made it much cheaper. It was actually a big, like, it was a buff. They made it much easier. They increased the number of points you get for every arena run, and they made it cheaper. Well, I mean, it's still an event monster, eh, so... I mean, it's still accessible to everyone. No worries, Book Junkie. Oh, nice. Nice, Eternal. Yeah, I never noticed that because my towers were up there. What was I looking for? Oh, Eternal, by the way, I'm logged in. If you want to invite me for BJR5, I'll just drop a message in 8895. And then we are looking for betting. That's what I was doing. I was setting up betting. Okay. 18, no, 19, we'll do 18. 18 plus speed. Okay, guys, betting is open. Younes, no. So, when they doubled the towers, they didn't lower anything for you. If you had a level 5 defense tower before, then your level 5 defense tower turned into level 10. If you had a level 10 defense tower before, then it turned into level 20. So nobody got nerfed. It was actually a buff. They just made it easier for everyone. Strange, there is no minimum speed requirement at all. If you have faster speed, then you can take some more turns before groggy state. But during groggy state, you're going to take the exact same amount of turns no matter what. So usually it's better off to build your monsters slower and just give them extra stats instead. So Book Junkie, I farmed Necro mostly because it was much easier to make a Necro team than a Dragons team. Like I said, when I took this account over, it literally had practically no runes. I mean, like, it was really bad. It was somebody who had quit playing years ago, and almost all the runes were 5 speed, like white and green runes. It was really, really bad low rune quality. But it did have twins, and so with the twins, I was able to make a Necro team with some 5-star runes, and then it was just much easier for me to farm Necro and make the Rage set than it was to try and build a Dragons team, which needs higher rune quality. At least before you have Trikaru, Dragons needs higher rune quality. Also, mana is a constant drain on an early game account like this, and especially when this account is mostly just running BJR5, which really doesn't return much mana, so Necro also gives me back more mana. So I built the Necro team first, and I used that to build the Trikaru. And now I'm farming Necro specifically for the mana. I will switch over to Dragons once I'm a little bit more caught up on mana. Yeah, so Lightning Dragons, what matters is speed tuning, not speed. So if you have a 300 speed monster and a 100 speed monster, then that monster's taking 3 times as many turns. And if that monster is a healer, then it may not be helping you because it's not doing much damage. What do you mean contribution, Eternal? Oh, is that... Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. I buffed my Veil up a little bit so I could run it with the alt. Sorry. What's he hit for now? Because I normally see it with Brand. Is he like 43k or somewhere around there? I just said Necro was easier, Kyle. I mean, I could have built a Dragons team, but I was able to build a Necro team that was able to run in 1 minute, where the Dragons team would be like 2 or 2.5 minutes, and it would have taken more work. What's up, Frozar? How's it going, man? Alright, guys, so let's get this party started with the re-apps. We only have one bet on re-apps so far. I'm going to leave the betting open, guys. The bets will just pay every time a rune hits, so the longer you wait to bet, the less likely you are to get paid out often. So Merrick, I actually run a second placement. I mean, I could, well, no, I can't carry somebody without BGR5, but my alt is like 31k, and I run a second placement team that doesn't do much, but the key is to brand it. So with branding, my bail hits for 56, I think. Yeah, Kyle, so when the idea was to just build Tricor as fast, and honestly, Rage Runes are better anyway. Like really, just in general, Rage Runes make for a better Tricor. So the Guard Runes help more if your tower is not maxed. But with the defense tower being maxed, Rage Runes just make for a better Tricor build. Strange, it should be the slowest. The slowest. Yeah, you turn... Oh, crap. Did I not turn on multi-betting? There we go. Okay, multi-betting is on. Sorry, Eternal. Alright guys, so here we go. The very first rune is the very worst rune. That is always the case, of course. That is going to be this one right here. Crit damage innate does not synergize super well with HP, but it could land on a Vigor or some sort of bruiser. The overall rune is trash, and by the way, Vlad, man, these expire pretty soon, I believe. So just a heads up, you're probably going to want to farm a little bit of mana. Okay, here we go. We got 60 re-apps, guys. So I thought we had 50-something. I thought he had said like 50-something, but we got 60 re-apps, guys. We are starting with a quad. Double roll. Ooh! Ooh! We are starting well. Yeah, man. That is... Oh, that is a start. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got the attack percent gem right here already. That's a one and done. That is a one and done. Let's see, are we on, I'm not on 8895 here, unfortunately, Shmoo, because I just logged into his account. Did you quad roll? Oh, well, no, you showed me the runes earlier. That's right. You know, we'll see, yeah, probably on maybe on Eternal stream. Maybe we'll do craft, like just one day of craft streams. All right, guys. So here is our first re-app. This is like custom designed for Vigor. Yeah, I mean this is like custom built for Vigor, bro. This thing is awesome, man. It also really really nice for a Ciara, but the crit damage will work a little better on like a Vigor or Ritesh. Yeah, how's that working, Rosar? Is that helping? I still haven't played. Nice. I think right now I have everything ruined at like 220. But I am going to change it and speed it up a little bit. Alright, next up we have a Vio 6 defense percent. I don't love doing defense percent runes, but I mean, if we could just do another one and done, I'd be pretty happy. This is a total garbage, unusable rune. This could still be nice for a Tyrannus or a Veligil type right here. So can we do a second one and done, guys? Second one and done. Come on, baby. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than it was before. It's actually pretty nice. It sucks that it's not double grindable. Or not triple grindable. You can't gem anything in, and generally speaking, resistance is better on HP runes than defense runes. You could run like a resistance Veligul, but it's kind of... I mean, it does work well for a resistance Veligul, honestly. I think we'll do 2 more on this, because this is not a terrible outcome, and it is a defense rune, so we're going to cap this one at 3. But we will give it 2 more tries just to see if something can come up a little bit nicer. Okay, as much as I like 14 speed, the rest of this rune is totally empty. Whereas this rune is actually really, really nice. For an extra 4 speed, I would prefer this left side, so we're going to stay there. Last try. Uh-oh. Alright, this is a much more well-rounded rune. So we gain 1 speed, we change the resistance to accuracy, and we gain 6 more accuracy on top of it. And then we can just gem this resistance into HP and grind the flat defense. This is a much nicer rune. We do lose the crit rate. I like the right side. Oh, actually, yeah, we can go ahead and pay the accuracy bet. Whether we keep it or not, that still gets paid. Oh, crap. I overpaid you guys a little bit, but that's okay. You guys got some free points since I accidentally overpaid you. Alright, so on the right side, we've got 26 accuracy. So we gain 6 accuracy, and we gain about 30 defense, which is 3% defense. So we gain 9% in stats. We lose the crit rate. So the problem I have here, guys, is the crit rate is so much better, but the resistance is a largely dead stat, where the accuracy is a very active stat. So when I think about monsters that could use this, Tyrannus, Veligul are the 2 biggest ones that come to mind. Even Fang. So Fang would actually appreciate the resistance, but he doesn't desperately need crit rate, and he does desperately need accuracy. Veligul does not need accuracy, but he does need crit rate, but he really doesn't need resistance. And then Tyrannus needs accuracy and does not need resistance. So the left side is a slightly more efficient rune, but the right side is slightly more functional. So Vlad, this is our last re-app on this rune either way. You tell me which side you want. Me personally, I take the right side, because a lot of times those bruiser types, I use them on a slot 4 crit rate anyway, so the 11 crit rate's not as big of a deal, and I feel like the accuracy is more valuable. But your call. You know how you rune your units also. Jason, I think he's got like 25 or 30, somewhere around there. I mean, he's got skill 1 stun and skill 3 provoke. Okay, Vlad says right, so right it is. Yeah, but so if you're using a crit rate, thank you for that, Benjamin. Appreciate that, man. So if you're using a crit rate slot 4, that's 58 crit rate already. You can get 20 crit rate off of slot 2, for example, and it's just much easier to make up the crit rate. Without the comma, it looks like he's saying right. The comma changes everything, Jason. But okay, it's done. I still think this was the better side. I really do. Or at least it's the more usable side. The left side, just that 20 resistance was just completely wasted. You're not going to use that on like anybody. I mean, a Fang, maybe a Fang. That's the only place you could have put that left side rune, would be a Fang. But the Fang needs the accuracy more than the resistance anyway. Alright, next up, Vlad. Next up, Vlad, we got a question for you. This rune is a freaking amazing reapp target, but it's also on your Melia, and that could mess up your speed tuning if we hit something good. And you don't have any other accuracy runes, so do you want me to skip this one? This might be the best reapp target on your account, but it could also mess you up. He says reapp it. Okay. Here we go, guys. This rune, I absolutely love this as a reapp target. Oh, don't love that result. Yeah, Brozar, you had one of the best runes we've ever reapped on stream, bro. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah, that's not bad. It sucks there's a roll into HP, but quad grindable, man. Quad grindable is a nice start right there. So I think we still go a little bit further. It's not the fastest rune ever, and it's you know, it's got a roll in the flat HP, but it's already a massive upgrade. Oh, nice, Arteriosis. Hopefully you'll be able to stay up for a little bit. I think that was 3, right? Ooh, that's sexy. Not. So 17 speed is not Vlad, not bad, Vlad, but yeah, it's not RTA level or anything yet. All right, was that 4 or 5? We did 1 plus 3 is 4, so we've got one more. Wait, no, 56. That was 5. That was 5. So we can come back to this one. I don't like to do more than 5 in any one rune. So we can come back to that one for now. And the nice... no, it would have already messed up your speed tuning. But yeah, we can come back to that one. Let's see. Village slot 5. This rune's tough, man. The 22 crit rate is nice, but then it has absolutely nothing else. It's like low roll, and an extra roll into attack. No speed and no attack percentage. So if you gem in attack percentage over flat attack, then you don't have speed. If you gem in speed, then you don't have attack to go with the crit rate. It's not enough HP or defense to scale with a bruiser. I think overall it's just a really hard rune to use. On the other hand, this is a much easier rune to use. There we go. I'm pretty sure you will trade 7 crit rate for that with no qualms whatsoever. Do we have a speed? Yeah, the only question is, for me, I just use a purple here because this is, you know, with no HP or defense, it's not going to go on an RTA unit. I guess unless you put it on Leo. But I feel like it's maybe a little lacking for a Leo. Yeah, Jolo, you want your Leo to have more than this. Anyway, not every rune can be a Leo rune. Your Leo can't have, like, infinity runes. You don't treat... I wouldn't treat any rune ever as, like, specifically for one unit. I'm sure he has plenty of other Bio 5s with no speed that don't synergize as well. Yeah, or you could even skip the crit rate and just go... Oh, well, no, you can't skip the crit rate, yeah. Yeah, you'd want it exactly as Jason said it. You get your crit damage not from your slot 5. Get your crit damage everywhere else for Leo, but the slot 5 is the only quad grindable slot, so in the case of Leo, it's the only triple grindable slot. So the real question, though, Vlad, is do you want a purple or a legend on it? I guess I can just leave that for you to decide if you want to do hero or legend. And then speaking of Leo... Ironically, I think this Leo rune is actually a Leo rune. If it were to stay on Leo, all you would need to do is just gem off this, gem off the crit damage into attack percentage. The crit rate and the accuracy work together. It's about 100%. I think it's good enough for Leo. It's also not bad for a Skogul. It's actually really good for a Skogul, since it's a slot 1. So I think we leave that one alone, because it does have some application. So let's come back over here to swap. Okay, the Ganny 5, I feel like you just gem resistance into HP percent. It's low efficiency, but it's not a bad rune. And being a slot 5, I think it's probably good enough as it is, so we're going to leave that one alone. The Melia, we're going to come back to the Cleave Leo. The only problem with that is, of course, the fact that Leo does no damage until he's in torrent range. Okay, Martina slot 5. I hate you now. I feel like I should re-up this rune whether it's good or bad just because it's a Martina, and that's not cool that you've got a Martina. But either way, it's not a very good rune. 15 speed is nice, but there's absolutely nothing else with it. So ultimately, you could make a blue rune that's better than this that has 15 speed. Therefore, it is a pretty easy re-up target. Oh. Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Brandizzle, if you're still around, it's not a... Yeah, I had it. This was the closest I had to grape. It's Black Cherry Mountain Dew, so we'll try that. Not good, not bad. Somewhere in between. Alright, so in theory here, you could gem the resistance into attack percent, and it would still be a better rune. It's just like a little dry, Aaron. Like, ooh, wait. Oh, okay, well that's definitely a lot better than where we started. That's already a lot better than where we started, because you could gem the HP percent in right here, and it's well synergized. So we are definitely upgraded. I think we got 2 more tries on this one. Oh, I think we got to take this. You lose a roll here, same as here. But now we got 15 speed, and this is quad grindable. This is pretty sexy. This is actually very, very sexy. I don't even know if I want to re-up this again. I feel like this is a finished product. So you get 33 plus 28 is 60. And then 19 here. So you get a little over 3 rolls here and 7.5 there. It's 10.5 rolls. It's 110% efficiency rune. Just on hero gems and grinds. Yeah, this is a finished product, man. This is a finished product right here. There's no point in spending more re-ups on it when we're already there. I would honestly use this here, Vlad. I think it's worth it. It's quad grindable. It's got speed. It's got crit rate innate. It's perfect everywhere. I would dump all my legend grinds into this, and I would just pimp this rune out all the way, and just put the max attack on it. Merrick, so let's see. Not that splits 2 allied units, but there's monsters that do HP distribution, like Shren will equalize. I think the Fire Undyne has an equalization thing. Chasun has an equalization thing. And Shushu, I think, off the top of my head. Vlad says use it. Alright, can we knock this one out of the park, guys? 13%. 13% for the win! Alright, 11's not bad. 11's not bad. Okay, no legends here. So I'll hold on to the grinds because honestly, bro, you need to just drop all legends on this thing straight down. It's going to be like, with legends, this is 120% rune. Even losing the roll up here, it's 120% rune. Vrozar, so it didn't get nerfed, it got buffed. You can now have 10 more energy max. So that's the one they didn't double, but it still gives you the same amount as it did before. Oh, there. Okay, so there you go. Light Phantom does it, Merrick. Light Phantom Thief, you mean? So Lewis? I think that's his name is Lewis. Alright, next up we have got... I think next up we go back to the Melia because I still think that's probably the best overall target on your account. I just didn't want to spam too many in a row. This is actually still pretty good. I mean, it really is pretty good, but it's got the chance to be... This has got a chance to be an RTA level rune. You will find a lot of good use for accuracy runes in RTA. Accuracy is not needed at all in Rift Beast, that's correct. Okay, that was 2. If we don't get this on 5 this time, though, we are going to call it a finished product, because that'll have already... Oh, wait. So here you're gemming out crit damage for presumably attack. You're quad grindable here. The speed is close enough either way. So you're losing 4 speed. Here you're gemming in the defense. So you're losing basically 4 speed and 5 attack. Excuse me, 4 HP and 5 attack. Let's say you gem in the attack here, right? Or no, let's say you gem in the defense, so we're just keeping it equal. Either way, you're gemming in defense. So you're losing 12 attack. You're losing 4 speed and 12 attack. So you're losing 16 stats for 11. Nah, especially for an accuracy rune, because you put accuracy runes on monsters that are just stupid stat hungry. I think you still got to be with the left side. Not only that, but they're stat hungry because you're making it all. You're making up all those stats that you're losing on your slot 6. So we got to stay on the left side. Plus, it's a little faster. So that was 4. This is our last try on this rune. If not, we wrap this rune up. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we're done on that rune, because that's 10 into 1 rune. All the other runes have been going well. Let's go ahead. We locked the Martina. Let's go back here to unlocked. Bro! Cleanus, I'm sorry, I probably pronounced your name wrong, but congratulations on the BJR5. Hopefully you can clean up the derps pretty soon, but congratulations on getting into BJR5. By the way, quick reminder, guys, I won't go through the whole thing this time, but since we got a bunch of new people on stream, May 22nd, so we're 11 days away, we'll be doing $360 in packs. So we're going to be doing 3 RTA tournaments for the viewers. Participants will be drawn on stream. We're going to have a couple of different formats with some handicaps to try and equalize out the ranks a little bit. The winners and second place will get $50 and $20 packs from each tournament, and then we'll be giving out $150 in packs to people on stream as well. So you're definitely going to want to check out the stream on May 22nd. Excuse me, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash that like button. It definitely helps out a lot if you do. Alright, we got Vio 4 defense. I'd rather hold off on that. We got a Vio 4 HP, but that one's not too bad. We have got a Vio 4 defense again. I'd rather not do that. Here we go. Vio 6 accuracy. This one does not fit the mold of an accuracy rune. It's not necessarily bad stats, but it's just not, I mean, it's not really like, it's definitely not an RTA level rune. You could gem in the attack percentage and maybe use it for like some limited siege offenses or something, but it just feels like it could be much better. You know, very low rolls in the crit rate, low rolls in the crit damage. Definitely have a lot of potential here. Uh-oh! Now that's an upgrade. That's a serious upgrade right there. We cleaned up that crit rate, changed the resistance for 20 HP. Now you can gem in attack or defense, either way. Still on the slow side. Still not the most... I mean, it's still not an RTA level rune, but it's definitely a usable rune now. Alright, that was 2. Oh, that hurts, Brozar. That hurts, bro. Look on the bright side. You'd never get the gems and grinds for it anyway. Will grinds just don't drop. Ooh, we got another really nice target. Alright, for this one, I kind of like this as a finished product. I know Vlad said he wants more speed, but I mean, this is a really solid rune. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this 11 crit rate. We're going to call it 20% HP. We're going to call it 9% attack. And we're going to call it 11 speed, but we're not going to lock it. We'll leave this here, and if it becomes a good target later, we can hit it again. But I mean, it's already 91% efficiency, triple grindable. It's except for the fact that it's a little slow, it's got everything you kind of need and want on those types of runes. So I would rather focus on some other targets for a minute. Okay, this rune actually, this just needs to gem in speed. It's the same thing, triple grindable. It's really efficient. Well, yeah, I mean, excuse me, quad grindable. Yeah, I think this is, I mean, if we hit this rune, we're basically just speed chasing, and if we're going to speed chase, we're better off speed chasing in Swift. Or at least speed chasing on other targets. I think this one just needs a legend speed grind on it. It's crazy efficient. You'll find some good use for it. So that one I'm going to take off my list. Alright, we've got a... that one we'll leave on the list. And we've got those defense percents for right now. At least for right now, let's just take defense percents off the list. Let's see, the Melia we're done with. That one's the only... That's the only rune that's been stubborn, and it's not actually bad. So that's the thing. If it was bad, like, we'd keep going back to it, but it's really not bad. So we're going to take that one off the list. Let's see. Spectra 2, speed, 20 crit rate. This rune is not bad either. The crit rate and accuracy together, not ideal, because you lose the ability to grind. The attack's kind of low, but you gem this crit damage over into HP, and it's still, like, going to be a useful rune. It's not the most efficient rune ever, but it's still useful. So I don't want to gem away all your, like, really high crit rate runes either. Are there any units that have a move that kills themselves? Merrick, technically, Cammy does, but then she reincarnates, so she doesn't kill herself. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that, like, self-destructs. You have the Fire Sylphid that will cleanse the team when she dies, so you build her to die right away, but she doesn't actually self-destruct. Light Bison will take half the health of your entire team, but doesn't self-destruct. 35% defense on this Colleen slot 3. That's pretty nice. That you just gem the speed in over crit damage. Yeah, that normally it's a Juno in place of a Harmonia, but the Harmonia would work as well. No, Trassar does not hurt himself. Molong on the Fire Mummy if the Fire Mummy is well ruined and the Molong's not, yeah. Alright. 29 attack, 9 crit rate, gem the speed over the accuracy. This is pretty nice. I think you leave this one alone. 17 crit rate with speed on the slot 3. Just regen the HP here. That one's pretty nice. I think we leave that alone. Yeah, Vrozar. Light Bison plus the demons would work really well. Although if you don't get the demons down to 1%, their damage is still kind of limited. You have to really take them all the way down. Just refilling energy, Eternal. How do streamers get on an account without taking it? So CJ Lawson, when a streamer logs onto the account, it's because the person gives them information. What you can do is just change the password first, and then when they log back off, change the password again. I think generally speaking, anybody who's put in this much hard work to grow their channel would never risk. I mean, first of all, hopefully nobody would just, hopefully no streamer. If you're streaming or doing this type of thing, you're doing it because you want to help the community. So hopefully somebody who wants to help the community wouldn't be looking to steal an account. But even if they did want to be stealing the account, the amount of work that you put in to build a channel means you would never risk that kind of reputation. Book Junkie, the answer to that would be no on both counts. The answer for me would be no on both counts. Let's see. 18 crit rate, 22 HP, slot 3 will. Again here, you just gem the resistance for speed. So CJ Lawson, you could always just give him your JSON file if you don't want him to log onto your account. JSON file is the optimizer file, and if you're not sure what the optimizer is, here's a link in chat that would show you how to install it. Yeah, and a lot of times too, like you need a code each time you log in. So you can log in once, and then after that you're going to need a code to log in again. Nice, Jason. You having fun with her, bro? Alright, let's see. Defense, HP, and the Leo. Yeah, we're not going to have a whole lot of targets here, guys. Maybe we are going back to that Melia slot 6. Alright, let me come back up here to the top. Vigor slot 4. Oh, you know what? This is actually pretty good here. This is a good target. We're low on speed. You'd have to gem the defense over for defense percent. It's not the best target in the world, but it's definitely not a bad one. It's definitely something that could be improved. Let's go for this one, yeah. Oh. Alright, that pays, right? Yeah, that pays, guys. I mean, honestly, you could regem the speed into 10 speed, and just it's a better all-around rune. Like, I know it had 10 speed before, but you can gem 10 speed in. By the way, Andrew, what's up, man? You hanging out at work tonight? How did your siege go, Andrew? I kind of feel like this is a done deal. Honestly, I just regem the speed into nice, Book Junkie. Yeah, I honestly feel like you just regem the speed here, man. This is pretty nice. Big Mac with the super chat says, shout out to the Helena greatness. Bro, Big Mac, thank you very much for the super chat. And I am going to be, like I said, Helena is near the top of my list because of you now, man. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I think we leave this one alone, man. It's just a good rune. I want a refund on my Masha Devils, man. I use Taylor more than Masha. Okay, Veligil Bio 6 Resistance Rune. Interesting. 27 HP, 11 speed. I feel like that rune's usable the way it is. Alright, Bio 6. We did this one already, right? I think we did this one, and I just didn't lock it out. Unless it's this. Oh, is that? Oops. Ah, that's a rough one, man. See, I hate... the thing is, like, an accuracy rune without the ability to get HP, that one's pretty rough. Like, I don't want to re-app that. That's not bad, man. If you were fighting a G2 and you went 6 out of 7. What's up, Samuel? Glad you're able to make the stream, bro. I mean, this is like totally unusable. I think we do one... We roll the dice one time, it either becomes good or we sell it. Alright, well it did get sort of better. Yeah, I think Yuno has the way of it, man. Alright, I really don't want to start re-apping HP. And this is still not usable, though, man. It's... Alright, one more try, and if not, this just needs to be a sell. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's not... It's a bad rune no matter how you split it. But, what I will say is... On this side... No. This side still makes more sense. But yeah, it's a bad rune no matter what. And I really don't want to re-amp that a lot. So, we're going to move on to the next rune. Alright. Guys, I'm telling you though, I keep telling you how much easier the game is, right? Again, I want to point to Mini-Me. Like, this was an account that was abandoned for 5 years. It had practically nothing but 5-star runes. It only had 15 6-star monsters on it. It has no OPLD5s. And here we are running BJR5 and Trikaru in 2 weeks with like very little actual work. I've only spent 7,000 crystals on the account so far. The account had all the crystals, so I haven't spent a single dollar other than the $50 to buy the account. So I'm just saying, guys, you don't have to be like major whale spending lots of money to progress. You just have to know which direction you're going and focus on it efficiently. So this account had almost nothing and hasn't had $1 spent on it, and it's farming Trikaru and BJR5 just fine. Belinus and Odin are two of the best monsters you can start the game with. Fire Bison's not bad, but Belinus and Odin are pretty amazing. Alright, let's see here. The Lauren rune, I think this one's already good. We looked at that before. The Tyron rune. This one could use a little bit of love, maybe, or no. Actually, slot 4 attack, and it's already got... Yeah, no, that one's pretty good, I think. Just a reminder, by the way, guys, Mini-Me, when I am done with this account, so all I wanted this account for really was so that I could run BJR5 with my main. When this account runs out of crystals, it will have been farming BJR5 nonstop for like 2 months along with some Trikaru, and I will be giving this account out on a members only stream, assuming there's members who want it. If none of the members want it, then we'll give it out on a general stream, but probably in about 2 months, I'll be giving away the Mini-Me account. By then, it's just going to be loaded up with all sorts of legend grinds and gems and so forth. It'll have BJR5, I'll build the dot team, I've already built Trikaru, so I'm going to make sure that it's a decent account to give out. It doesn't have a lot of crazy LD5s or anything like that. It doesn't have any LD5s. It doesn't have a lot of crazy NAT5s, period, or anything like that. I think what took me more time than anything else was just organizing the stupid, the island, because this account was built like before Monster Storage. Just cleaning up the island and then organizing all the monsters and everything else. That took forever, but the account is now completely cleaned up and organized. It does have Molong, it does have Amelia, it does have Varad. Let's see, Chiwu, Raitesh, Charlotte, Jamire, and then it does have a Halfist. So that's it. Like I said, nothing super crazy on this account, honestly, but that's kind of the thing, is I'll be playing it as a progression account. I've already started building up the Ifrits. I'll have all the teams built. So it'll be just basically if somebody is going to actively use it. We're going to the member stream first, partly as a thank you to members, also partly because I want it to be somebody that I know who's a regular on stream and that I know is actually going to benefit from it. Yeah, Vlad, there you go. It was a lot of work. I mean, it wasn't that much work to build the BJR5. It's been a lot of work to prepare the account to give it away. Oh, there you go, Andrew. Huh. Yeah, so the thing is, Hawk, though, I need an account that can just sit there. I mean, there are times where it'll sit there, like, and just idle for an hour. Or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours. Like, it's nice because I just have all my accounts logged in and I don't have to worry about restarting. If I get caught up with work, sometimes it's hours between restarts and stuff. So if I'm using someone else's account, they log in, it disconnects me, the whole thing turns into a hassle, then I have to log back in. I wanted the convenience. Merrick, I actually did TOA normal on the alt. I don't think I will ever do TOA hard on the alt. It's just not worth the amount of time, right? I don't even have I mean, I guess I could Trikaru it. No, I can't even Trikaru because it's running. Yeah, it's just not worth the time. I am starting to build the homunculus. He had actually already gotten the homunculus and named it Darth Maul, but it was unskilled, level 1, 5-star. I'm just about done with the skill tree. I think I need, like, let's see, what do we need for the skill tree? We need, yeah, just like another hour or so, maybe in Rifts, and it'll be done with the skill tree. Do what for me, Andrew? Alright, bro. I mean, if you really want to do TOA hard, we'll set up a time when I know I'm not going to be on the account. But keep in mind, I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, this is all that's ruined on the account right now. Oh, yeah, this is all that's ruined on the account right now, and several of these monsters are not completely ruined. Actually, Mav's not ruined yet. Lucian's not ruined. Fran's runes are kind of eh. The Lauren is only a BJR5 Lauren. But I will tell you this, guys, I'm pretty impressed that I was able to get like from the runes on the account, we got a 291 Bernard and a 266 Bastet from like the pathetic runes on the account, just from gems and grinds, just like regrinding stuff. So I think Bastet also has some more room for growth. This one was new. I actually farmed this one out. This is like a 5-star. This is a 5-star crit damage rune. This is another 5-star. Like I said, guys, all 5-star runes, man. Seriously, all 5-star runes. It's pretty rough. It's truly an early game account. Let's see. Crit rate. Yeah. Yeah, why not? That's fine. Okay, let's go back to Vlad's content. Reapping Vlad's account. To a certain extent, Eternal, I'm claiming the stuff that I claim through normal farming, but I'm not necessarily going to go through and do that much farming. I've been casually doing like Summoner's Way. I think eventually I will get through most of Summoner's Way, just because it'll be fun to summon the Transcendent Scroll. Okay, we'll set. Maybe we'll do it like during a stream one night, Andrew. We'll set it up like during my next. I think I stream Thursday, so maybe on Thursday's stream, I'll log off and let you pass it over. All right, let's see. Tattoo Will 4, HP percent. This one again, you just gem in the speed. It's not a bad rune where it's at. Did I miss your comment? Oh, you know what? I read your comment, but until you pointed it out, it didn't click. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Kenobi part didn't click until the second time when you pointed it out. Highest max efficiency a rune can get, it's somewhere around 131, 132% for a normal rune and like 149 for an ancient rune. Foreskin, I mean, the thing is, the second account, I'm really not playing actively. I'm mostly just playing it for BJR5, so I don't know that I have any great tips for you, but yeah, I'm not sure specifically what you're looking for when you say tips on managing multiple accounts either. Okay, this Triana Vio 5. This is actually, I think, a pretty good target. So this rune right here, the crit rate and crit damage are nice, but we run into that same problem. If you gem in attack percent, it has no HP. Excuse me, it has no speed. If you gem in speed, it has no attack percentage, so it just can't fully synergize. And then the innate resistance is a complete waste because that does nothing with crit rate and crit damage either. Samuel, Alunia is the best if you have... Whoa! Did I run... Wow, that completely ran out of mana? Are you kidding me? He had like 1.5 million. Rip? Alright. So yeah, Alunia is the best if you have the rune quality for it. If not, then Lumel. But also keep in mind, it depends on if you're... it depends on if you're a turn 1 player or a turn 2 player. Because if you're a turn 1 player, then you may want to run Karzan. If you're a turn 2 player, then you would want to do either Alunia or Lumel. The thing is, Andrew, Triana scales to speed. So you run into that same issue because she does need attack and speed. So it can't have both attack and speed. So even for Triana, it's not a perfect fit. Brandizzle with the super chat says, how's everyone been doing on their push-ups challenge? I did 3 push-ups, bro. I did 3 push-ups. But bro, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. How are you doing in the Amazon tournament? So Vitor, you generally speaking will be able to get to BJR5 much, much faster if you grind the other rifts first. I don't know that you necessarily need a normal R5 team. I think R3 or R4 are probably good enough, but you will need the grinds in order to build that R5 team. Calderon, Pippin, Calderon. Ooh. That's not bad. You got to gem in the speed, but now you've got way more synergy. Quad grindable. Foreskin, yeah, for the most part, I mean, you can run so I'd run a lot of rifts and craft your determination runes. I mean, so much of it honestly depends on which monsters you have and, like, what your, resources are. There's no, like, one-size-fits-all thing, but the one big thing I would do is focus on getting your rifts farmed so that you can craft some determination runes. And then if you have twins, you can build a necro team much faster and work on doing a rage curve. So you were 4-4 against the non-G3s. Counters against Kamoon, Escher, Triana. Water Twins Triana is an easy win, Jason. Hey, there you go. Now that's the same rune it was before, except a lot better. I mean, if you wanted to gem in crit rate, now you would have a much more balanced rune. So it's exactly where it started. And then let's see, if you were to gem in speed... See, here if you gem in speed, you're quad grindable. Same attack, same HP, but you gain the defense. Here if you gem in speed, you got the crit damage, which... fits okay with the attack percentage. It's good to if you use this with a crit damage slot 4, but that is a triple roll into crit damage. Whereas this can be quad grindable, so this can be much more efficient. It's a much more flexible rune. Man, Eternal, if you did that, you would look like you photoshopped yourself, bro. Book Junkie, I see 60. You might need to refresh. I think the left side is still better. You gem in speed, it's quad. Anytime you can get a quad grindable rune, that's just OP. I hate losing the roll on the crit damage, but... yeah. Okay, so 29, 35 versus 39. Left side's still better. Was that, I don't know if that was 5 or not, guys. So this is going to be the last one here. Okay! Now that will work. That will indeed work. Okay, now we're talking. Now we can just drop in an attack percent. Actually, I'm going to hold off because you may want to put defense percent on this if it goes to a bruiser. So I'm not going to burn the gem here because it depends on who this lands on. You could put this on a bruiser and do defense percent, or you could put this on like a Carcino type, like Jason just mentioned Carcino. So you could put this on a Carcino type and put in the attack. Either way, it works well. What is more efficient, farming artifacts or grindstones? Grindstones, all the way. The thing is, you only put 2 artifacts on each monster, so while you do need to grind artifacts. They matter a lot, but you just don't need as many artifacts. Whereas when you're gemming and grinding a monster, you're going to gem and grind and re-gem and re-grind until you have max rolls. So you definitely need to be spending a lot more time in raids than in artifact dungeons. I mean, again, you can't ignore artifact dungeons. They matter. But as far as your general focus goes, you want to focus a lot more on raid than artifacts. Yeah, now that I can agree with, Book Junkie. Okay, Carcino, Molly, Savannah. Carcino, Molly, Savannah. I haven't seen that one yet. If I saw that, I would probably just bring in Fang Tyrannis Vela, but I don't think you have that comp. The thing is, it's a slow team. You could potentially Lucian it, but yeah, that's risky, because if you don't crit the Carcino twice... I don't know, I think that's one that I would need to have set up in front of me, Jason, because I haven't seen the team yet. I don't want to give you a bad comp. I need to actually be like theory crafting it in front of me to give you a reliable counter. Actually, now that I think about it, never mind. Ciara Bastet Kali. Ciara Bastet Kali would probably do fine, because you can use the Kali to one-shot the Carcino, and then just drop a bomb on the Molly, because they never have will runes on them. And then even if the Savannah, you know, goes with her S3, she's not going to target the Kali. So worst case scenario, you lose the Ciara, but then the Kali will finish it off. Why do you keep reminding everyone on stream to be here for... Save the dates? Nice, Merrick, nice. Is there a good counter to Carcino, Iris, Triana? Xerix, I'm using Ciara, Kali, Iris. As long as your Kali's got 100% crit rate, I haven't lost with it yet. It's been close a couple of times, especially if Ciara misses the bombs. But generally speaking, my Kali will always one-shot the Carcino, so... when I first had it without the Kali at 100 crit rate, it lost both times I tried it. And then as soon as I moved Kali to 100 crit rate, it's been consistent. Well, Jason, you can use Megan in place of the Bastet, but you could use any kind of speed lead probably. Okay, so did we... Yeah, we're done with this rune. Let's go back over to the JSON. You also need to make sure your Kali is speed tuned, by the way, Xerix. So my Bastet's 311, my Kali's like 251 or something like that. So it is important that you're speed tuned or it won't do you any good. If you get cut, that is. The Carcino will also kill your Kali. Remember, Carcino kills through invincibility. So if you haven't killed the Carcino, you're going to lose the Kali. Vlad, I don't know if there's really an amazing one-size-fits-all Savannah defense. I think Carcino, Savannah, Iris is pretty good right now. But for the most part, I think Savannah's never going to be like OP on her first time through because there's enough counters to her. It's really about running a base full of them and then cycling that base over and over until people run out of counters. I still do like my my Water Ryu Savannah Bellinus. It loses a lot more now than it used to, but that one still does pretty well. I think we'll lock that one. 26 crit rate, we'll definitely lock that one. 2 arm push-ups with your rock. You know, bringing back the original members only stream. You know, so the question I have here, though, you know, I get how you can push yourself up off the ground, but then how do you keep getting back down to the ground? That seems like they would either be incredibly long push-ups or an incredibly depressing life. Tessa, Iris, Savannah. No, that one's pretty easy, Vlad. I would just you could basically like Fang plus anything that one. With immunity. Obviously, you need immunity cleanse, but yeah, Fang anything would probably take care of the Tessa one. Jason, Vigor's always the biggest threat, but if depends on the enemy speed tuning. If for some reason, and the enemy procs also, like if the Commune winds up without immunity and the Vigor has immunity, then take down the Commune. Otherwise, take down the Vigor. One arm push-ups. Yeah, how many one arm push-ups were you able to do, bro? Let's see here. Locked, unlocked. Okay, we've got a Will one. Yeah, that one's not very good. Okay. There we go. Found another target. Six resistance is what we're looking for. So again, same problem here. Crit rate, crit damage, really nice together, but you would have to gem speed in over accuracy or speed in over attack. You lose synergy. It doesn't synergize with the innate resistance at all. So while 16 crit rate is really nice, the rune itself is 1 year, and plus will runes Will runes typically go on monsters that you expect to get hit. Otherwise, if you're trying for turn 1, why would you have will runes on them? So the rune just doesn't really fit together at all. Oh, Jason, it depends on if Carcino is in hidden aim or not. If you can get the Carcino before he's in hidden aim, go for him. Otherwise, go for the Escher. So Samuel, Ciara Ophelia Iris is really good on defense. I've never really used Ophelia, so I don't have any good offensive teams for you. But Sim, if he's still in chat, I know Sim uses his Ophelia a lot. So Sim might be able to help you out there. Almost! Come on, man. HP percent would have been perfect right there. Okay. Hey, there we go. Gem in the attack percent, and that's a really nice rune right there. Now that fits a lot better together, too. You also could just regem speed. If you feel like it's too slow, you could regem the speed. You don't really need Ophelia and Gianna together. Oh, there you go, you know. Yeah, thinking of Hathor would probably let me do a couple of push-ups myself. Man, that just sounds painful, Brandizzle. That honestly just sounds painful. Alright. Brandizzle with the super chat says, can we borrow Perk's account to see if it's possible to make Shren viable? Excuse me. Bro, so first of all, thank you very much for the super chat. And second, I will show you the Shren on my account when I go back to it. Oh, man. All right, so apparently the kickstart just kickstarts you from being able to talk. Yeah, but when we go back to my account, I'll show you the Shren that I built. And, man, she did not do anything really for me. Not in RTA, anyway. But, bro, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Alright, I think we're going to keep this one. It's a good rune. It's not the speed that he wants, but if we land speed on another rune, I mean, like, why give up a good rune when we could still speed chase on a different rune instead? Yeah, no giveaways tonight. No jumping on other accounts. So after the re-ups, we'll go back to my account for a little bit of RTA. Alright, right here, this rune. Same problem. I don't want to keep re-upping away crit rate. Let's see. Okay, 19, 18, 18, 17. Okay, you've got plenty of alternatives. So since you do have plenty of unused runes, then this becomes a pretty good target. Whoa. This one, right? 183, yeah, this one. This one, I remember I looked at this one earlier and I said we'd leave it alone, but we're almost out of targets, and that's the reason we're coming back to it. Actually, I think Vlad, you showed me this one on Discord. I remember you showed me this one on Discord, and I was like, gem in the speed, and you could keep it because of the 18 crit rate. Which did make sense until now that I'm looking at your JSON file and I see that you have a lot of runes that are like this. Now it makes more sense as a re-app target. Hey, you know, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out on stream, bro. Hawk, so mine is on a tank set, and she just doesn't live, man. She doesn't ever get a turn. I'll show you the stats on mine, but she doesn't ever get a turn. Hell, I'll force her into a couple of matches and you can see. Okay, so we're trading 22 HP for 19 defense. Yeah, it's not even close. Well, I guess now we really do take it. Now we really do take it. Yeah, but Ace, max rolls if you can't grind it means that it's nowhere near as good as the other runes you have with lower rolls that are grindable. Yeah, now this rune fits together really well. Now you can just gem in the speed, and this is gold. Yeah, but the difference is, Vlad, that it's synergized a lot better. I mean, this is a lot more useful rune. Plus, 24 crit rate is, oh, he says gem it? Okay. Alright, so I assume you want the legend here? Oh, good catch, Shmuel. Good catch. That actually, yeah, that's not a quad roll, so it just pays this. Alright, let's see the 10 speed right here, man. Let's see the 10 speed. Come on, baby. 10! Alright. Alright, still 12 speed. 12 speed, 24 crit rate, 10 crit damage. I mean, that's pretty solid. For chasing non-grindable stats, is it better to try and chase a quad roll on 1-3? Merrick, so either slots 1 or 3 or a slot 2 speed. Any of those it works on. Honestly, a 4-6 HP or attack percentage, it works there as well. But the slot 2 speed is probably the best because then you're not giving up speed in exchange for the quad roll. Oh, bro. But was it fun? That's the thing. Damn, Vlad. See that? I mean, that's like a monster vigor set right there because he already has the base speed. So with the base speed, you can get away with having lower speeds like this. So that would just be like an absolute monster for a vigor, for example. You could probably even go triple HP if you have high enough fast speeds and still, or possibly even HP crit damage HP. Oh, let's pull up the optimizer again. Yeah, see, you matching up against G3s doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, especially if there's no handicaps or anything, that really isn't, like, a great matchup there. It's just, like, free money for the G3s. 31 attack, so you just gem speed over the resistance here. You already have crit rate, crit damage, so that one's solid. Here you want to gem this accuracy out, but I think you leave this. Crit rate, crit damage, speed is nice. You just gem the accuracy to attack. And then here you gem the crit damage into speed. It's triple grindable, so I think we leave that one alone. Okay, so that is it for Violent and Will. Let's see if you have any Swift. Yeah, we got some Swift options here. Let's see. Start by looking at Swift speed. This rune's really nice. No reason to re-up that. This rune is pretty nice. No reason to re-up that. Okay, so we're gonna go not slot 2 because we don't want to re-up anything else from slot 2. Are you really an F3 player, or are you just F3 because you haven't played a lot though? Okay, there we go. Swift slot 3. This one does not really fit together at all. So we were saving the speed rolls for, I think, right now, Vlad. This is the one, right? Yeah, 6 res, 13 crit damage, not much synergy, and absolutely no speed. Yeah, that's what I thought, bro. Damn! That's what I call a one and done. Congratulations, Vlad, for saving a re-up on that one, man. Bro, that was easy. Alright, next up. Alright, so this rune right here, 24 crit damage. That's a really high triple roll. But then having only 6 attack, and then no crit rate, and no accuracy, and you're only on gemmed in speed. So Vlad, I don't know your playstyle. To me, I see this rune as one that's really hard to use. Any monster, the only monster I could think of off the top of my head that could use this would be like a Mina or maybe a Swift Naomi. But basically, the lack of crit rate and the lack of speed both, and then also no accuracy, because most Swift monsters want accuracy, crit rate. They don't really need the extra roll into HP as much, and then they obviously need a lot more speed. And you're gemming out crit rate for speed, basically. So, I see this as a re-up target. Okay, he says go for it. Yeah, that's already an upgrade. Probably not a finished product, but already an upgrade. On Swift, the speed, even the 3 speed matters a lot more. And then you can gem that accuracy out into crit rate, and now you have attack, crit rate, and speed. It fits together a lot better. Give it another shot for something a little more efficient, maybe. Oh, man. See, now this does fit together. So now if you gem in speed, you're giving up 3 speed and 7 attack for like 7 crit rate and 10 crit damage. I actually go on the right side here. I would still keep re-apping it because Swift you need speed, but I think the right side is a more useful rune than the left side is. Thinking in context of you can gem in 10 speed as opposed to having 13. Hey, good luck, Book Junkie. I hope you can make it. So, Vlad, you good with the right? Perfect. Okay, no, left side's clearly better. That is 3 re-ups, I think, so 2 more tries on this one. Oh, the right side is a Xennial type of rune. The left side is an Ace type of rune. There you go, Vlad. Which channel do you watch more? Let's see. This is so efficient, man. This is so efficient. This is basically max rolls. You're like 4% off of max rolls. I feel like you find more uses overall for this. So you're saying go left, Vlad? I don't know, Ace. I would find uses for this. Vlad says right. Okay. Yeah, I would find you. I mean, obviously, well, I don't use Swift in RTA anyway, but obviously you can't use this in RTA. But you can definitely use this for siege depth. Alright, so that was 4. Let me see how we're doing on targets before I like go crazy chasing. We actually have no more targets with 0 speed. Yeah, I would find use for that right side rune. I mean, honestly, not on a monster I use all that often or anything, but I'd find use for it. It's just crazy efficient. It's like 115%, 117%, something like that. Purple and half. Oh man, Jason. Okay. If you say so. Alright, so this 23 crit rate rune, we're not doing that. We already did these. No, yes, we did those two. Alright, 15 crit rate, 10 speed. You can gem the accuracy. 16 crit rate, 11 speed. You can gem the crit damage. Or leave, actually, on that one, probably leave the crit damage. 23 crit damage, 5 crit rate. So this one has kind of the same problem the other one did, but it does now have speed. You could actually leave this one as it is and just grind it. This one though, 14 accuracy. This one you can't gem anything and it's slow. So I think that's our next target. Speed, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, so the problem here is, I mean, what are you going to do with this rune? It's too slow to use it as an offensive rune, but all it has is offensive stats, and then it's low rolls on the offensive stats. Hey Andrew, I found it pretty easy to go through free to play and make it to the devil and uninstall after. I couldn't even bring myself to go for the LD scroll, man. I might like passively like do one fight every couple of days and try and get the LD scroll, but gem in speed and put it on a Mina, I guess. I mean Ace, you re-app this or not? I mean, I re-app this. On my account, I just keep re-apping it. I see no value in it for my account, but it's certainly never going to be an RTA level rune. I guess you could put this on like a Poseidon on a crit rate slot 4 or something. I don't know. Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Because the accuracy there too. I mean, neither side is good. We may as well take the crit damage and just hit it again. He's got one hero speed gem. Yeah. I just don't see how you can really use this. Even if you gem in speed, it's too slow. It has no crit rate. Lucian has to have 100% crit rate though, bro. That's gonna be really hard to make up that much speed and that much crit rate on other runes. You know, you're gonna be looking to make up like what? Even if you go speed slot 2 and you get 25 speed off the bonus, that's 67. So you need to make up now 70 speed on 4 runes. So you need to average 18 speed per rune, which is a max triple roll. But you also need to make up 81 crit rate on those runes. Like that's gonna be and you still need attack percentage in there. I just don't see where that fits. Yeah, but a 200 speed Swift Lucian isn't fast enough to be worth building. Like at that point, you're better off just using a Konamiya and building a Rage Lucian. I guess maybe if you're running like early game Bernard plus a second booster, but Vlad's not early game. I can't speak much for lag, but Taeor definitely needs a lot more than a crit rate slot 4. If Taeor doesn't kill on his first turn, then you've lost the fight. Yeah, same thing. You don't need I mean, if you think about, you're talking about building a Cairo solution on Swift, you're giving up 40 crit damage from the set bonus. Same thing if you're building it with Konamiya, you're giving up 40 crit damage from the set bonus. So in either case, this becomes a completely dead rune because you're not getting the set bonus. I guess if you go like Rage Broken, maybe. But yeah. Let's just quad roll speed and make it easy. 5 speed does not do the trick. I don't need to run it, Andrew. You can't. It's just... You just really can't. Yeah, there's just like... Yeah. Alright, last try. If not, we just leave it. Oh! See? Trading 12 crit damage for 16 speed, guys. That's a freaking no-brainer. And now we've even got crit rate on it. That's a freaking no-brainer. I don't know about Lucky, man. It was hard not to make that rune better, honestly. Dude, Ace, my Taylor is like, I don't know, 220 crit damage, 2000 attack, and he still never kills anything. That's why I stopped using him, because he always fails. The only thing he can actually one-shot is a Perna. That sucks, Dolphin. Jason probably thinks it's half a blue rune, yeah. I have no doubt Jason thinks it's half a blue rune. But see, now this rune would work really nicely on a Swift Lucian. Now you can just regem the crit rate into higher crit rate. And now you've got like a really good Swift Lucian rune there. Maybe, Ace. I don't know, man. I still... I don't know. That's way too specific of a use case scenario for a legend with an 8. Yeah, Dolphin, we're already out of Vio and Will targets. Unless I go to... I may do some no innates pretty soon, because we're mostly out of Swift targets as well. Isn't it the fire one like Nisha, Andrew? Perk, you'd have to de-rune all your units to get to G1. What's up, by the way, Perk? How you doing, man? Okay, 20 accuracy, 10 crit rate. Yeah, this one you can just gem out the res. Yeah, we'll take a look for the ancients, Vlad. Now we're well, yeah, Melia skill ups for sure. Okay, I think we're out of the Swift targets. At this point, it's just straight speed chasing. Most of what you've got left is pretty good. So now we're going to go with the Vio no innates. Let's see if there's any... Yeah, right here. Already the Perna Vio 3. That's a pretty bad rune right now. One of my Melias is unskilled. I don't think she needs skill ups, Jason. I think it honestly doesn't matter either way. Because everything she does is off her passive anyway. Well... We're trading 120 HP for 9 speed and 1 crit rate. It's definitely an upgrade. Yeah, there you go, Vlad. It makes it worse. Yeah, my Taylor does not do 50k, man. He's like, I don't know, 25, 30? Something like that. Alright, that rune is actually not bad right now. You gem the accuracy into HP percent. It's a decent bruiser rune, and we do have plenty of Bio No Innate tax, Bio No Innate runes. So I think we'll leave that one. Let's see, next up is the Chow Bio. Oh, it's a Bio 5 though. We don't want to do Bio 5s. 5 No Innate is not a key target. Let's see, and we don't really want to do defense percent No Innate as well. Yeah, I would love Fire Striker, man. Honestly though, I mean, I say that about like the last couple of units I don't have. At this point, I don't think it makes much difference. Let's see, 16 defense, flat attack, low rolls, HP, and crit rate. Yeah, there we go. Bio 4. That's this one, right? Yeah, that's this one. Daniel, I've heard some people who like him. I'm not one of them. I feel like he's just a Win Daphnis with more accuracy checks. But then, you know, it comes down to play style. I don't like going through that many accuracy checks on any unit. Well then. Left side's still much better. How many other targets do we have? Because this is usable. Barely. We can do that, Vlad. Alright, let's go back to that accuracy 6 then. RTA and don't do siege. Okay, well that solves that then. So it was let's see, we've got the Melia one. This one already has 16 speed. It's low rolls but no innate, so that's off the list. This one is still, this is actually this could possibly rise to the level of RTA already. It's super synergized. This one also could rise to an RTA level. This one really can't rise to an RTA level. That HP innate kills it. So let's go back to the Melia one first. I think this one has the most room for improvement still. Lara Fire Striker is a triple S unit in RTA. Definitely worth building if you do any RTA. Alright, bro. Let's see a Vrozar level reapp right here. We have not gotten the big speed reapps yet. We've had a couple of nice runes, but we have not gotten the big speed reapps yet. That's not big speed. Dolphin accuracy is OP in RTA. I use a ton of accuracy runes in RTA. Ooh. Alright, so we lose 1 speed for 12 crit rate, but then we lose the HP. You can gem in 10 speed. This is still... let's see. Yeah, for an accuracy rune, to have like no... You either lose the... I mean, the attack's not a huge loss, but if you gem in the HP, you're still going to have less HP. You do have the crit rate, but generally speaking, crit rate's less important on accuracy type monsters because a lot of them act first. The only exception might be like a Vio Oki. But in that case, this doesn't have like enough overall. Because you'd have to gem in the attack then and you'd have no HP, so I think the left side is still going to be a much more useful side for you. Okay, now it's getting more interesting. The roll into flat attack here kind of sucks, but you could gem in speed. You're losing 2 speed. This is basically equal. So now you're giving up 12% attack for 18% crit rate. Or you're giving up 12 attack and 2 speed for 18 crit rate. At this point, I take the right side. Neither of them is super RTA rune. It's kind of slow, but the thing is, like, again, thinking in context of that Oki, for example. Well, no, because they wouldn't work on an Oki. This would be more like a Violent Moor. No, this side still is more versatile. I don't know. For an accuracy rune, I view the left side as more useful, Vlad. Yeah, so here's the... okay, so in either case, you need the speed then. If you're putting them on Chung Pung or Yogun, in both cases, you need them up like at 260, 270. So the extra 1 or 2 speed matters a lot more, and they don't really need the crit rate. Alright, let's just do a quad roll speed. Make it an easy choice. Booyah! Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? It has nothing else on it, but clearly that's what you want no matter what. Wow, is that freaking ugly. How do you roll 3 flats? Oh. It's not trash. I mean, it's still usable. Honestly, you grind the defense and the HP, and then you just gem out the attack. It's not trash. It's still usable. Especially for how Vlad plays. If he's playing a lot of Art Masters, this is fine for an Art Master. So all you're going to do, like I said, just grind the flat attack. That's still worth like 7%. Grind the defense. That's worth like 7%. And then just convert this probably into HP percent for your Art Masters, but you could do attack either way. Oh, it's an automatic keep, bro. It's an automatic keep. There's better targets out there. This is still a nice rune. All right, guys. So you guys gotta visualize what the finished product looks like. You have to have vision in these things, guys. You have to have vision in these things. Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you, which you'd prefer. So if this is gonna be... Ooh. Oh, you don't have the HP. You don't have the HP, but I would still do HP for your Art Masters. So for right now, this is fine. You can regem this later. But I imagine you're going to want to jump this into... yeah, you definitely regem that later. Alright, guys. Tell me that rune still doesn't look good. I mean, so if you think about on an Art Master, that's 5% defense, that's 7.5% HP, and then that's going to be another 20% HP once it's regrinded. Yeah, flat stats still count though, Jason. It's not like flat stats don't count. Flat stats still matter. They just don't matter as much as percentage-based stats. But it's not like we're sitting here with 4 accuracy, 4 resistance, 4 crit damage. These are all stats that will actually benefit the unit. So yeah, Vlad, once you get a legend, I would regem the HP with legend. You put 23%. Alright, guys. Alright. Quick object lesson. Quick object lesson. You put this rune here, we're gaining 1289 HP, and that's before this is regemmed and grinded. So right now we're gaining 12% HP and we're gaining 9%, 9% defense. So 12% HP, 9% defense. This will be another, but basically another 15%, 1500. So this rune is worth 2700 HP and 54 defense. This rune, lots of high percentages. This rune is worth 1100 HP and 128 defense. It still counts, man. It still counts. Yeah, and you get the max accuracy and you get 26 speed, which can go to 27. I would take and use that rune all day long. Alright. I can't argue with that logic, apparently. Yeah, that rune would probably wind up in my RTA team, honestly. Alright, so we do have a couple of options left. Let's see here. So Vlad, this is the only really bad accuracy rune that's left. Oh man, if a G7 approves, you know it's a good rune. If a G7 approves, it is an OP rune, bro. I mean, that would if that could work on a perk team. There you go. Okay, yeah, Vlad. So, I mean, this rune is just, it's really good. It won't make your RTA team, but it's just a really good rune. This is another really good rune. And then this is like no innate and it already has 16 speed. And this is like blue. Hero, but yeah. So there's really no accuracy runes left. I mean, you could hang on to the reapps, Vlad. Maybe that's what you need to do then, because if you're looking only for RTA runes, there's no targets left that are really going to be, like, with 4 reapps left, or 5 reapps left, there's not, I mean, we'd just be like, we would have to just, be reapping, like, Legend No Innate, which makes it that much harder for it to rise to an RTA level for you. I think you might be better off just hanging on to the last 5 reapps and waiting until you've got better targets. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So we'll hang on to those. Let's take a look at your ancient runes, and we'll see what we've got in terms of options for ancient runes. Alright. So if the focus is only RTA, then realistically we should only be looking at will runes. Or Swift, I guess. I don't know if you farm Calderon or not. None of these have innate. Bastet Swift 2. HP attack. That's just a nice rune. That does not need a re-app. The Will 6. That's an HP percent with crit rate and attack. You're using it on Leo right now, and it's actually a really good rune for Leo. I probably wouldn't mess with that one. Ah, there you go. Yeah, that Bastet rune rolled really nice, bro. That rolled really nice. That's a nice rune. The Joltan Will 4, I mean, it's a nice rune, but it's too slow for you to ever use in RTA. If you have any targets at all, I don't know that I would personally rush to re-app this unless you have like a crap ton of re-apps. How many do you have? 16? I mean, we could throw a couple in here. I wouldn't want to throw a lot. This would be a pure speed chase, basically, because it's already a good rune. And you can always regem it to higher speed. I mean, it's an efficient rune, so it's up to you if you want to just speed chase a little bit. Me, personally, I'd probably keep this as it is. But you don't have any other targets that I would re-app at all. I also don't even know how much HP slot 4 you use, considering your team. Perk with the super chat says, don't forget the like button, guys. Guys, yeah, absolutely, man. If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash that like button. Perk, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Okay, Vlad says wait. Yeah, so Vlad, I would hang on to that. So I think we're done then. There were no summons, right? Yeah, I see your chat, Eternal. Yeah, no, there were no summons. Okay, oh yeah, waiting for the update. That makes sense. Okay, guys, so we are going to jump back over to my account then, which means, Crystalese, I am going to be ending out if you're still on stream. Oh, yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, Merrick, the new monsters that are coming. I just hope that they're better than the last ones. And I hope that there's something in there that changes up the meta a little bit. So Book Junkie, they did a trailer for that. Usually when they do a trailer, it's going to be at least a class of monsters. Last new Nat 5s were the Onimushis and the Onimushis. So the 4 stars were actually the better ones out of that. The Onimushis were actually better than the Onimujis. Shizuka's fun, but not really very practical in most cases. Alright, did I ever do my last Guild War? I don't think I did my last Guild War, did I? Nope, I still have one guild battle left. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and then we will do my last Guild War and a little bit of RTA. I'm probably going to be re-runing my RTA team, but I will show you guys the Shren that we were talking about. I'll show you how useless a maxed resistance team is. So I will be right back, guys, for a little bit of RTA and Guild War. Can I do your Guild War, Siege, Farming, and RTA? Perk, how come you didn't ask if I could do your wife also? Okay. Alright guys, so here is the Shren that I built that I was more or less winless with. Or did I take her out already? Nope. Here you go, guys. So here's the Shren that just didn't survive, man. No matter what I did, she wouldn't survive. Nice, Andrew. No wife, happy life. So we're going to try and force Shren in a couple of times. For Hawk, on behalf of Hawk, if you're still here, man, I know Hawk likes it. Never mind, I'm not going there. Alright, let's do this. Guys, we got Volantis action. It is Eternal Dark, man. It is Eternal Dark. Here we go, guys. So, just to show you the stats, Ciara, I really like this build on her. This is 113, 114% efficiency build. That's the only monster I'm probably not going to rebuild. And then everything else right now is all max resistance. Everything else I'll be playing is max resistance. So I think we're going to try the Lulu. Well, I did say we'd do Shren, right? But I mean, if I play Shren, it's like a guaranteed loss. I can't do the Shren. Let's do the Verdahile. I can't find Verd. I can't find Verd. Alright, I couldn't find Verd. Didn't give myself enough time. Oh, maybe he's farming? No. Oh, there he is. Yeah, just didn't give myself enough time. Is that Fire Striker? No, that's Wind Striker. Okay, we don't care about him. I think the only thing we really care about here then is just Chung, right? Yeah. The Monkey build is also not max res, by the way. But the Annabelle is max res. Yeah, that was a stream thing, guys. When you're on stream, I was reading chat, and then I had like 10 seconds left. Actually, you know what? He has no healing, right? So let's just do this. You can't really use Beelzebub much in this meta at all. I don't think I've actually won with Beelzebub yet this season. I mean, I haven't. I'm sure maybe I've won with him once or twice, but yeah, haven't had much success with him. That's for sure. Oh yeah, Jolo, I'll show you the Molong. I'm probably not going to keep him in this build, though. I can actually give him a lot more of every stat. If I can speed him up by 20 speed and still increase all his stats if I just drop the max resistance. So AoE Strip, Dover, Malaka, Ciara Carrick. They would just ban the Stripper, Merrick, and then bring immunity. You have to have 2 Strippers there. So here's the Molong stats. Hey, Hans, congrats on the G1. That's awesome, bro. Here's the Triana. And here's the Lulu. Yeah, but they could just draft like a Felleria and a Tetra or any kind of Dryad and a Tetra. Like, it's a very counterable team. That's why you don't see it that often. Keep forgetting about Yogan. That scroll trap, that was my bad for sure. Yeah, that was a draft issue. I'm not used to the scroll trap. I've only seen him a couple of times. I couldn't get in front. Oh, nice. Wow, resistance. Well, it was only one monster that resisted, but still. I actually got a resistance, guys. Porch, because I've only played a couple of matches, man. I only built, here you go. Like, I've done, I don't know, maybe 40 wings, seriously. Garv, so Alunia, for your account, I don't think you have the runes for it yet. Lightning Dragon, I think it's terrible, man. It's hideous. It's really, really ugly. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll keep playing. I hate this freaking meta, man. I came back because I was told that the meta was starting to shift, but this is not fun for me. Every team is just control cleave, control cleave. That's just not fun for me. Yeah, and that's why I haven't done much RTA, Porch. Yeah, it's just, I mean, not much I can say about it. It's a busted meta that's not fun. Two-Who games? I'm not sure what that is. Max res for the win, guys. Ooh. I don't, Michael. I don't know what that is. No, but he reset my Lulu. It's the same thing, man. I mean, it's still, you still just don't ever take a turn. And he passed back to the Lulu. Nice. Vergis would have been in a scroll trap. I mean, to be fair, guys, I don't have nearly enough monsters ruined. So let me clarify that right off the bat. I don't have enough monsters ruined. I am not used to this meta. My monsters probably aren't ruined great. So I am absolutely not saying like I should be winning or stuff. I just don't enjoy the game how it is right now. But that's not to say like I should be winning or anything else. I'm probably getting outdrafted a lot. That was also a misplay. I should have hit the Savannah the first time. That was definitely, I played that wrong. Yeah, Jello, I can show you. Why would you want to build this comp when you watch it lose? Here's the Triana runes. So still about 2/3 of these monsters are unruined, and it's a pain because like honestly, I don't play well because I don't have enough monsters ruined, but I have no desire to ruin monsters because this is all you see. Wait, was that actually you, Shiki? If that was you, then congrats, man. Nice match. Yeah, this is fun. Alright, guys, I told you we'd do a Shren, so let's go ahead and do a Shren. Huh. There's something new at least. You don't often see Galleon. Sean. Tiana Gallion. Actually, it's the cocky, right? He's the real damage there. Jolo, you're going to run into the same thing I do. If you're playing a slow cleave like that, or a slow team like that, you're just going to be facing this every single time. I don't think I would actually recommend this team. Like, if I play RTA seriously, this will not be a team that I consistently use. See? I mean, you just never resist anything. Yeah, guys, I don't even know that I can do an RTA stream. This is just legitimately not fun. This is just as toxic as last season, which almost made me quit the game. I just don't think I can do it. This is like, the game is just broken right now. The thing I don't actually get is how people have fun playing this style. And I know a lot of people do. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I doubt I even resist 15% of the time, Porch. You can go back and count. Everything's max res, and if I even resist 15... Well, okay. The thing is, I don't think I resist 15% of the time when it matters. I'm sure I get more resistances, but by the time a resistance ever comes through, it doesn't actually matter. This might be a chance to try and use the Shren at least. What's up, Hawk? Just in time to see the Shren, bro. This is why I keep saying that we need to see a higher resistance cap. There's just literally nothing you can do to defend against that stuff right now. Your choice is basically take turn one or cross your fingers and hope. And there's not really any kind of middle ground. Well, that's what I've been suggesting for a while, Andrew, but I just get trashed every time I bring it up. Now, this is a match that if I were fully ruined, I would have drafted differently, and I probably should have won. I'll lose it, but I should have won it. But this was just about me not having enough pivot options. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it. Honestly, like, just playing RTA makes me sick right now. I just have no desire for it. The main reason I tried to rune up with team was for stream, but I don't see this as content when it's literally just facing the same team every time. So I think I'm retired from RTA unless there's some sort of a balance patch, which means that's about all I had for today's stream. I got one Guild War left, and that's it. Oh, yeah, got one Guild War left. I thought the Mo Long would give me some enthusiasm again. I really thought pulling Mo Long would give me a way to actually play a style that I liked, but it doesn't. You still can't do it. Yeah, Beelzebub's a completely dead pick, Nick. You can't use Beelzebub at all, unless, except an anti-cleave, because they can just reset him or ignore him. And Pontos doesn't really do much, because even in a max res build, they just strip it right back off. Same thing. Let's just do this. No, I think that's it for today, Andrew. Those matches were enough to kind of take me out of the mood to be content right now. It's just literally the same draft every time. It's just not entertaining for me. And if I'm not entertained, then it means I'm not entertaining, so... Hopefully they do something about it at some point. I don't know, maybe the new monsters will do something about it, but it doesn't seem like it. I mean, we're just further and further away from any kind of a balanced meta. Artifacts have a lot to do with it, and you can't go back on artifacts. Right now, artifacts are all based around offense and accuracy. There's really, like... You know, there's nothing you can really do with artifacts that are actually going to give you the ability to play turn 2. That's a big part of what's driven us to kind of where we are. I don't have Icarus, and Harmonia does not do enough. Well, not much does so far. Like I said, again, I'm not saying I should have won those fights either. I just want to be real clear about that. I didn't have a box drafted well, or I don't have a box runed up well. I didn't draft well. I'm still trying to feel out the team. It's more just disappointing that all you see is the same comp, because the whole thing I enjoy about RTA is the strategy of the pick and ban phase, and that strategy just doesn't exist in the current meta. Or if it does, I'm blind and I'm not seeing it. One or the other. Honestly, like when I first pulled Van Cliff, I was like, oh, well, this would force me to go turn 1 if I pulled Gianna. But then I try and think about like trying to play a Gianna cleave, and I'd be literally just running the same 5 monsters back every time. It actually wouldn't even be that entertaining for me. Alright guys, so on that note, before I wind further, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. So guys, as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me on stream. Hope you guys all have a great night, and we're going to wrap up from here, and I will catch you guys on the